Who's ready for the weekly bust? You're in the right place if you came to catch the show. Tithe and Levi are the names of your host. Who the next guest is, I really wanna know. Conversation escalating, let's get to the show. Who's ready for the weekly bust?
All right, episode 9 of season 3. We are here with the man, the myth, the legend, the future mayor of Great Falls, Joshua Copeland.
Copeland, people. Know the fucking name if you don't recognize, because he's a cool character and a man that you're about to know tonight.
And the name to vote for.
Yeah, man, keep it up. You ran a good campaign recently.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And thanks for the kind words and introduction. I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
Yeah,
Of
this
course.
is an honor and a privilege.
For me, man, thank you.
For me especially, I think you're one of my favorite people so far in town, not only as like a personality, but like someone that I look up to strive to be like. So I like your path, I follow it, and it's an honor for me to have you on.
Appreciate it, man.
It's because he's number 1, and don't you fucking forget it.
That's right. Go watch the story if you don't know what we're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, man. When did you get into bikes, by the way?
When I was about 14.
Start with dirt bikes?
Yep. Got my first dirt bike. Maybe I was 13. I can't remember. But always had a fascination for them. It broke down like 6 or 8 months after my parents got it for me. And I was like, well, what do I do? Like, the carburetor's messed up. And so for Christmas, my parents bought me this big-ass Craftsman socket set.
Nice.
And this is like
Okay.
before YouTube. I always tell my son this too. He's like, I don't know how to work this. I don't know how to do that. And I'm like,
Oh, man, YouTube's a god bless.
I was like, dude, you got YouTube. Like, I just had to figure it out when I was a kid. My parents handed me a set of sockets and were like, well, good luck if you want to ride again.
See, and I'd be so ambitious to take shit apart, I'd leave it apart.
Yeah.
I was like, eh.
That happened a lot.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm bored now, so I'm going to go in the woods. Fuck it.
Right.
I have other things to do.
That is true, man. We didn't hang out. Like, we'd fucking wreck shit and then we'd fucking just leave it there, dude. No wonder Dennis hated our, like, us. We'd always
He's
use
like,
his
why the
tools,
fuck
our
you guys
sketch
got
app.
14, 15 bikes? None of them have chains. Well, I don't know. All right?
It's so true.
I don't know at this point.
Josh, man, so for those who don't know you, since we do know you, who are you, my man?
Man, that's a loaded question.
It is a
isn't
loaded question,
Right?
yeah.
It seems to be. No one's ready for it, but it's always the first one.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Who are you? So, I can tell you where I'm from, what I've done, and all of that, but I don't know. I don't want to get into some deep philosophical shit just yet.
Absolutely, we do.
Okay. Man, I think that who everybody is trying to figure out who they are.
That's fair.
Yeah, like the path.
And there's just different things that move.
You know, I actually been saying this just recently because I said, no matter how old I get, there's someone that's going to view me as a baby. So that's kind of how I've been treating life, is that I'm a baby. I'm still learning. There's so many mistakes that I've still yet to learn or make. You know what I mean? Like, I apologize if along the way that you're in the collateral of my damage. But I do, I'm still learning, you know what I mean? I'm 33 right now, but to a guy that's 72, I'm a fucking kid, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
And
a
you
lot
hear
of life
that.
ahead of me.
Someone could be like 40. You know, they're only 15
Like your
years
answer,
older,
Josh.
but they're still 15 years older. So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that all the time when
So,
I'm at work. Oh,
I mean,
you're young.
Your philosophical version of yourself is, basically you're still learning, right?
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. It's
You
the
don't know who
path
Josh
that-
is. You're learning who Josh is.
Right. And shit changes,
And you are what you learn, and you are what you're learning. So we are learning
Dang, that was
as
deep.
people, right?
I like it. We dove
Yes.
right in.
Yeah, dude. This is how the show usually kicks off, and I really appreciate it. Really deep answer, man. So, okay, so without the deep shit, then who are you?
All right, so that's a lot easier story. I grew up in Arizona and joined the Air Force when I was 17. Grew up on a little...
Air Force kid, dog. You move
Yeah.
all the time?
Not
At least
a whole lot.
every 4 years, right?
Yeah, roughly somewhere around there. I did 12 years, and then that's how I ended up here in Great Falls. I got stationed at Malmstrom, and then got out and stayed here. And I've tried to escape a couple of times, but I always end up getting sucked back. And I'll tell you
Okay,
what,
so did you end up here instead of Japan?
Yeah, that's a
You know
fucking
what?
great question.
a bunch of my friends actually went to Japan about the time that I went to be a recruiter, and then a bunch of us, it was really, really weird actually, a bunch of us ended up getting stationed back
Kai.
together here, so that was
So
kind of
Kai.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just had someone down at the shop. They're like, I'm about to move. I don't know where they said they were heading, but I was like, did you put in for Japan? They're like, yeah, and that's how I ended up here. I was like, damn. Well, hopefully you can win this round.
I mean,
bud.
it's really close
'Cause
to,
you lost
to
the last
Japan,
one.
right?
You know,
Yeah,
actually, if I
it's
do
so
any-
clean here, bro.
If I do any
I love it.
over fucking seas travel, dude, like I really that's number one for me. Like maybe behind Egypt too. Like I want to like Egypt's such a shitty, dirty place though. Like no offense to who lives there or what if they think that's beautiful, but I don't want to be in the sand and all that other bullshit.
Really?
Japan, on the other hand, for me, is fucking like it's so gorgeous there, dude. And the way they treat, I heard it's like everything is so respectful there, dude. Like,
Right. I always wanted to go. That was like always on my dream list was to go to Japan, but I never made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, why not? Like in the near future, are you like? Is that ever going to be in your itinerary of life?
Yeah, it is, man. So actually, my my wife Pam, we just got together coming up on 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Shout out, Pam.
Yeah, and
There she is. She says, hi, my love.
oh hey baby.
Unger, Jeff. What's up, baby?
Unger?
Look, Jeff over there too.
What's up, Jeff?
What's up,
Jeff
baby?
now.
Kai's over here. We got people tuning in all over. Kai, what's up, baby? We know you got your. I won't say nothing. I
Uh-oh,
don't. Did
secret's
he
almost
announce
dropped.
it?
No. Either way, happy early birthday to Kai.
Early birthday, Kai. That's what I meant all along.
That's what we were talking about. Japan.
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah. So we started traveling. Like that's our thing together because neither one of us really ever
I
you know
noticed.
traveled for pleasure. Yeah. So
You just got back from.
Vegas.
Mhm.
There
Yep.
you
Yep.
Oh, that thing's done. That thing sucks. I broke that cone. I'm so sorry, bro. I was being
Yeah, that's
slick and I
stinky,
flicked
dude.
it and I hit the table.
Unger's back on Instagram just for this.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
he is. He's been gone for a long time, dude. I forgot
I know.
about that.
I saw his comment on one of your posts today. He said, "Man, I wish I had Instagram."
He did say that. dude.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
And then
you little weirdo. Come
Unger.
back to the normal world.
I was pooping and thinking about you, and I was like, I gotta message him and be like, "Yo, just turn your Instagram on for today."
Yo, dude, I had a conference call with the team, this guy, and I was like, I can't answer right now. I'm on the pooper. I'm surprised none of the boys were like, fuck it, answer.
I always answer.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. What are you going to hear? Flush? I'm not going to show you unless you ask for it.
Unless you ask for it.
Unless you ask for it.
That's good policy.
You remember back in like 2007 and 8?
All the shit pictures?
Yeah, that was
you
the
just
thing for
opened-
some reason.
Why wasn't that a thing, dude? Like, all of us did it. It was universal.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise unless it was from a new number, and then it wasn't a surprise after
I
that.
thought it was funny to do. Like, I don't know about if your guys' crew, but we just got a little different. The wiener pictures between the boys started going, like, 2012, dude. Like, it escalated. We're like, fuck the poop. We're elevating this shit, dude.
I'm really glad I missed that one.
Dude. Let's do that. You seen
I
some
missed
weird-ass
that whole
wieners,
trend.
bro. You seen some weird wieners.
And now it's
man.
wall pictures?
Dude, we
I
started.
bet you it has evolved since then.
Dude, we would fucking drink whiskey, all of us, for like a week, and then we'd fucking take a video, just hover above, get the ass piss,
Oh,
just
no.
spray, dude, and then send it to everybody.
Oh my
Dude.
god.
Like, what the fuck? Dude,
Oh
that's
my
disgusting. Like, yeah.
That's horrible, dude. So
Saline Animan also
So,
pooped. Holy.
you said in your travels now that you were gonna put that on your list with Pam.
Yeah, well we did. Like one of the first things that she like bought me, like my first birthday was a trip to Cancun.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Dang.
it was amazing, and neither of us had ever, traveled
Cheyenne.
for. Neither of us had ever traveled for leisure, and like we just fell in love with it, and that became like our thing. So.
I'm going on my first trip. Gonna go see the beach for the first time in 10 days, something like that.
Oh, nice. Where at?
Hell yeah.
Portland,
Okay.
seaside.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
ocean is a fucking
Astoria.
overwhelming experience
Dude,
for your
it's
first time,
crazy,
dude.
yeah.
It is so weird to see something
only-
so vast.
Like
Yeah.
I love swimming, but I'm also kind of getting like that deep water thing. I'm like I don't know
Uh,
why,
it's
but
real,
it's like
bro,
dark
because-
deep
it's
water is
because-
scary
but
though, isn't it?
We've swam in Tally, but we don't have to worry about something coming up and legitimately swooping you out of the water, dude.
We're going to Hawaii in 2 weeks, and I think Pam's still watching, so don't say that.
Oh shit!
She's
Nothing is
she's
out
afraid.
there.
I'm not allowed to go in the ocean now, thanks.
No, yeah, scuba and coil is good.
I heard Hawaii's fairly safe though.
This guy lives
Dude,
Hawaii.
Like that, you know.
Hawaii is amazing.
He went to
It's
Hawaii. Like
so
he has a
fucking-
great experience
it
in
is
Hawaii.
so
dude.
sick.
But other
Which
than the
part are
alien
you going
abduction.
to?
Right, other than, and the near shark attack.
What part of
Yeah,
Maui?
look, she's so afraid of sharks.
What part of Hawaii are you going to?
We're going to Maui.
Yep, that's where I went.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're
This
gonna
brings
love
up
it.
a great topic, actually. My wife wanted me to bring on, dude. Is that she advocates for sharks, dude, because they get such a bad and nasty reputation when they're actually big lovers, dude.
They are. I'll try to hug one and let you know how it goes, and you can tell
should,
her. Yeah.
dude, that, and then you can put a banner on it, and
Right.
then for mayor.
Yeah.
Dang, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
As it swims, it's advertising to the fish.
I'm fucking tagging a shark.
Yeah, say even the sharks love Josh Copeland.
That's right.
You know?
The sharks are advocating for Josh.
One thing you gotta do, there's a hike, and it's super sick. You go, at the end, there's a huge waterfall.
Come to the mic, man.
At the beginning of it, you'll come to like a bamboo forest,
Yeah.
and it just looks like it just stops, and there's a tiny little like doorway in it.
No.
And you walk in, and it's just everywhere
Wow.
bamboo.
Oh, that sounds
You'll
amazing.
have to go
What
on
island?
that hike. It's on Maui.
On Maui, yeah.
Yep.
Where I'm going.
Dude.
Ben Robbins'
Dude,
family
it's
owns
sick.
You gotta
quite
scope
a
that
few.
out. You gotta tell us about it. Follow up on the Weekly Bus type of shit. Like, was the bamboo forest that sick?
I'll let you know.
Dude.
Bring footage.
I'll
Yeah.
try to find
Oh,
a
yeah.
picture of it.
I also, congratulations on your recent marriage.
Thank you.
Pam
Yeah.
seems great.
At,
Oh, yeah.
At the Newberry.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shout out Newberry, dude. That place is dope.
It's awesome.
I
think
do
it's
like
sick
the
as
Newberry
fuck,
a lot.
yeah. Those
Yeah.
guys are doing it right down there.
I even just sent him an email.
Oh, that
You-
is cool.
Or also known as the salesman of the century. One of them, yes.
I don't know, man. I think Unger's got me on that because he's watching.
Hail the king, dude. Hail the
That's
king.
right. Learned everything I know from him, though.
Hail the king,
Yes.
man.
Okay.
But he's one of them, man. He's like the Mount Rushmore of fucking
That's what
salesmen
it's
in
called.
town. And to be fair,
Can you read it?
what are we referencing?
It's
that
the
was
trail
in
he
the
wants him to hike.
television. It's Wamoku Falls.
Wamoku.
Come on, I want to lay you.
Yeah, you're right.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You want to lick my pee-pee?
In
Wanna lick a pee-pee?
Halakala National Park.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
you'll have to check that out.
Yeah, man, I'll
Super
check it out
sick.
for sure.
Salesman of the century.
Anyways, yeah, he's also like he's just known as one of the fucking forefathers of the fucking like salesman world. He's just recently transitioned over to a new sales world too. I bet you mind shouting out your company or anything or what you're working
No,
with
no,
lately?
yeah, no, that's fine. So I did 7 years in the car business, selling cars here in town.
Okay.
And
guy.
I think that I got, all that fluff that you just gave me, that I probably don't deserve.
Oh, yeah.
It came from social media, though, because nobody was really using social media at that time to
Oh, I
sell
get it,
cars
yeah.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, these motherfuckers are so lazy. Like, you'd walk in the showroom and all the salesmen would be sitting there waiting for the phone to ring or waiting for somebody to drive on the lot. And I hate sitting still. Like, I cannot
That's
sit idle. And so I was like, this job is like going to break me as a human being.
Yeah, mentally, yeah.
Yeah, mentally.
Sales
For
is
sitting
hard,
around
dude.
here.
Sales mentally is hard.
Oh yeah. And so you add like the stress and the pressure of sales, and then on top of it, you have to sit around for 10 hours to do a 1 2 hour deal. So I was like, no, I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna start bringing, more people in here. So
Absolutely.
I think that's why so many people know me, and I'm still
Well, you
friends
fucking
with.
built a massive following, dude.
I did, yeah, and then I did it for a company here in town, and then left them on bad blood, and that really sucked because they kept the following, and I left, But
Yeah.
whatever, good for them.
Salute, man.
Yeah,
That's just a
absolutely.
resume builder for you, dude.
And it was too. And now I work at Fisher's Technology downtown on Central, and I
You
sell.
seem to be having a lot of fun, man. That's what it looks like.
I sell copy machines, and I never thought
Wow.
that was like a business. So how I got into it's kind of a funny story.
Wanna hear it.
My buddy Brandon, he was in the Air Force stationed here, and I'd met him out on the river on the Missouri here. He was jet skiing and I was boating, and like we stopped at Party Island, and I ran into him and he started talking
Shout out
about
Party Island.
yeah, and he started talking about where he went to college. Well, that's where I was a recruiter when I was a recruiter in the Air Force. But we never met. It's like a small town like Great Falls. We're like, fuck, that's crazy. And then we both got stationed here, but didn't know each other in the Air Force.
Even crazier.
Yeah, and then so we meet on an island.
community.
Yeah, we meet on an island in the Missouri, and he was getting out at the time, and I was already in car sales at that time. And he's like, I need a job. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was like, dude, come sell cars with me. You can make a ton of money. You look like a hard worker, and it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So he did it for about 4 months, and then he says to me, hey man, this new company moved to town that sells copy machines and printers and shit. And I was like, and? He's like,
Yeah, what about it?
He's like, I'm going to work for him. And I was like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Who would sell a copy machine? I didn't know people. I thought people just like ordered them or something. I didn't realize there was
Right.
like, you know, a sales process to that.
Yeah.
I just-
I didn't know until until you transitioned over.
And
Yeah.
I just realized how expensive they were.
Yeah, they
when
cost
I just
as much as
dropped
cars.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I
Yeah.
just went
Oh
and
yeah,
dropped,
they're stupid expensive.
Yeah.
a package off at UPS.
But it makes fucking sense the amount of fucking work that they go through, dude.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
they're beasts. So yeah, I got into that because of my boy Brandon.
What goes around comes around. Man.
That's right. Yeah, I hooked him up, and then so I always told him like he did it for a couple of years before he was able to get me into it. And he buy a new boat, and he got a second house, and then he has a bunch of rental property.
What the fuck is going on?
And I'm
over
like,
there, dude?
hey Brandon, any of them copier sales jobs open now? So
Hell yeah.
he
Or
got
the humbleness kicks in. Huh?
yeah, exactly. So he got a promotion in the company, and he called me last September and said, "Hey, there's a spot open if you want it." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So
Yeah.
that's how I got to Fishers.
I remember when this was
Yeah.
all going down. I was just like, we were like, I think the sales world was curious.
The sales world was shook in Great Falls.
It did,
Yeah.
and dude, it's for real. Because when you're in sales, I mean, it's a pretty neat little community. Like you just don't know that it's real. That it's real. It's there, and like I've seen 2 transitions and like 3 actually major transitions, 4 including mine, dude, and everyone just kind of went in this way. Like everyone was watching everyone get into these weird fucking places in the sales world, but it all seemed to work out really
Yeah.
well, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like for the better, anyways. I think.
Yeah.
That's dope. Minus the fucking sales world now, you got other ambitions. You've already achieved an accomplished part of it by running and campaigning.
Right. Yeah.
So, do you want to announce anything, or do you want to push in a direction, or you want to talk about your journey that you did in accomplishing the candidacy?
Yeah, man. We can walk through that. So.
Okay.
It was, you know, I'm a political type person. I follow all of that shit. I like it. It drives my wife nuts. She hates
I
it.
love it, dude.
Yeah, so
I love it.
we're
I'm
like
addicted to
yin
it,
and
man.
yang and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
like,
know.
I dig in deep, and I'm like, these motherfuckers over here, and like, so
It's so weird, dude.
yeah. So you know, to be honest, I really wanted to do something for the community, and I think after being in the Air Force for 12 years, there's still like a piece of like service left in me. I feel like I left early.
It's
know,
written into your DNA. Like you have this
it
duty
is.
to serve. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah. I'll never be able to shake it. Is like no matter how old I get, I'm sure when I'm 80, if you like come in my yard, I'll probably still want to shoot you. Like,
It's written into you, man. You're
Right.
very American. Like it's true American fucking like
Yeah.
belief system.
right,
It's
right.
neat.
So
Um,
I really wanted to help like at the Great Falls local level, you know, because I think there's some shit here that could be done a lot better.
100%.
Fact.
And so I ran, you know, hoping to accomplish that. And man, even at the small boy level, you know, city level,
Yeah.
shit can get pretty crooked. It can
Oh,
get
I
it can
believe
get
it.
pretty vicious, and people were fucking mean, man. Came after my family and stuff, and as soon as several months ago now, I'm sure you saw the post on Facebook. I changed the Josh for GF Facebook page to put Josh for Mayor 23.
Yeah.
And you know, I was still kind of in my head and in my feelings from losing the election a little bit, and I did it with, you know, half a mind to kind of stir the pot and see what came of it.
Sure.
You know, and that day we rode over to Home Depot, and on the way back, my iPhone alerted me that somebody had put a tracker on me.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so somebody like air tagged my truck.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's related. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I don't
but-
know, man.
I'm
I'm not a man of coincidence. I don't
Me
really
neither,
I don't
yeah.
really fucking believe in coincidences, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Do
that
you,
was
Levi?
pretty crazy.
Do you believe in coincidences?
No, not really.
Do you, Christian?
I don't know. I feel like
at
it's a-
times.
I was gonna say yeah.
Sounds
It's like
really
depends on
weird.
how
I
ironic.
just
It depends
like,
on how
well,
ironic
certain
it is.
shit's
That's-
adding up. It means to add up to something.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That's just how I believe.
Yeah.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
But you know, I actually don't.
So how does
Because this isn't
I-
really a
so-
small community. Like, if you think about it, we're breaking close to 100,000 people. This is a fairly large community now at this point.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a reason why they have the term the good old boy system, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're fucking with it, if you're knocking on the door, there's gonna be shit.
I
You know
was.
what mean?
I pissed some of them off pretty good. So that actually made me happy. That was probably the biggest accomplishment of my campaign.
That you ruffled some feathers.
That I ruffled some feathers and some, you know,
And
some,
had people air tagging you.
dude, some snakes that were laying in the grass had to rear their heads, and now motherfuckers know they're snakes. So that makes me feel good.
It's nice to know your enemies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think that's a that's an accomplishment in itself to know your enemy. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because you can fucking play games all day and, like you say, not know who you're fucking sitting next to.
Right.
That sucks. I mean, that feeling really sucks.
Yeah. I took it kind of.
Did you have any campaigners that was with you that were fucking punks?
That were.
Snakes. They
Oh,
got them out
Like
after
anyone
the-
that
after
was
the
in your
race.
like party?
No, you don't have to
No.
mention them, but did you notice any afterwards?
You know what's crazy is the whole city commission race this last time was the candidates themselves were all pretty straightforward, good people, even the ones that I like abhorrently disagree with and like policy, complete opposite ends. One that won, Susan Wolf.
Yeah.
I think she's an awesome lady. I give her a hug every time I see her. I really genuinely like her as a person. In my opinion, she's not the best for Great Falls. That's why I ran, for the seat that she got.
Yeah.
But she's a nice lady, and she, in her, she has the best intentions for Great Falls in mind. And none of the other candidates did anything shady, crazy,
Nutty, yeah.
nutty.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't any of the candidates that came.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. No matter what level of politics you're gonna be fucking with, dude, there's gonna be like you're fucking with people's belief systems,
Yeah.
and that's where shit gets weird. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, weird is the right word.
Yeah.
People got straight weird.
Fact.
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
shit gets weird.
I
Man.
think-
you know what I mean.
I don't know. I think religion's kind of weird.
Well, fuck yeah,
It's
you're
just
fucking
like,
with
you know,
somebody's
it's just-
belief systems, dude. And that's
That's
why
just
people
that.
die, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you tell someone
that's-
they're wrong about what they believe in, like full-heartedly.
That's how wars start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why
Funny.
politics are invented, so we can say there has to be someone to say, yo, this is a little nuts. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
That's why politics are
And
invented.
everyone they're like, well, I agree. That's a little crazy. So we won't do that.
But we're
They're
fucking
like,
doing it anyways.
Kill people with mustard gas. We gotta quit that. All right, we'll stop that. But we're gonna kill you with a nuke later. All right, that's it.
So, your ultimate decision came off a motive, internal drive then? Like, you
Yeah.
had to do this out of duty, a sense of duty for the community of Great Falls?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Fantastic. I love that answer, dude. I love politics so much, dude. Like, I never, before we talked about, people don't know about this, that I went to school for political science, and that's my ambition.
I didn't even know that about you.
I went,
Yeah.
well, that was my early ambitions, was to go into city commission early on. Or fucking city mayor, or because I think that's the base ground. If you're gonna fucking change anything, it's gonna be where you live, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you can change somewhere you live, you might be able to change somewhere outside you live. You know what I mean? Like in
Right.
your county, then your fucking state.
Right, yeah.
I get why old politics happen, because you do have to climb the ladder within politics like that. That's why we have old politicians. But
But are they too old? Like at
Fuck
the
yeah.
highest
Oh,
level?
yeah. Oh, I mean,
80
they-
and up, bro. Come
They
on.
are, but get this. This just dawned on me. So after I lost the election, the Republican Central Committee asked me to run for state legislator.
Neat.
And they would back me and help me and all of that, and they're good people.
Okay.
You ran Republican, right?
It was a nonpartisan race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's right. I remember.
yeah. So that was good. So I could get votes from both sides. So
There you go.
Yeah, but so they asked me to run, and then they talked about the job. So the Montana legislative session for the Senate and the House is only every other year.
Yeah.
But it's 4 months of your life. You have to go to Helena and live in Helena for 4 months. So it's hard for even at 39 years old.
Yeah.
I've got a job. I got kids to feed.
That makes a lot of sense. You got to be financially stable enough
to give up your job for 4
job,
months,
yeah.
right? And it's a lot like the National Guard thing. So, it's federal law that you can't be fired because you're a state legislator
Okay.
and you're going to legislative session. Your job has to give you that time to do that. They don't have to pay you, but they have to let you come back.
Yeah.
But in the case, like in my case where I'm straight commission sales, I couldn't not work
That
for
fucking
4 months.
would- yeah,
I'd starve for a year if I didn't
Absolutely.
work 4 months.
Especially if it came during your fucking busy season.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a busy season?
No, I
Is
was.
it steady all year long?
It is. So I was just talking to a guy, I can't shout him out, trying to get him hired on in one of our offices here in the state. And if you're smart, you can figure out what everybody else's busy seasons are.
Mhm.
So I learned this from CPAs, actually, thanks to all the asshole CPAs out there.
Nice.
I was going in and like, hey, do you guys like your copier? And like, I'm with Fisher's, we can get you a new copier. And I was doing it like February, March, April, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. It's
Yeah.
tax season. And I kind of had a little realization. I was like, hey, everybody's got like a busy season where they don't want to be bothered. I was like, but I bet after they print all that shit, their stuff will be broken. Then I'll go back and see them.
Yeah.
And then I figured out like when county,
smart.
yeah, I figured out when county budget
That's
happens.
why it's the best, dude. That's why you're the best in the fucking business.
Yeah, so I just go hit them up. Like I kind of time my year around the seasonality of other businesses, so that I'm more successful and more effective.
Fuck, I'm getting burnt right now. I'm just summertime's is Jeff's lover time. Summertime's my worst time. You know what I mean? So weird how sales moves. I mean the ebb and flows of businesses.
Oh, my son's on there telling Unger that he has
two of his hats.
Yeah.
My son's proud of his hats too, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those.
Jeff, your hats are loved, bro.
That trail's iconic, dude.
Levi, why don't you segue us, my man?
And so, towards the end of it all, what's the goal?
The end of life.
No.
Oh.
No. What the fuck
like,
does that all that mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like what do you want to do when you're about to retire? Like how's that? Like what do you want to be doing?
So I
What's your retirement age? I think that's a fantastic question.
Yeah, it's like 50. So
there you go.
Yeah. I've quit. Like recently, I've kind of re-geared and changed. Like over the last 2 years have been pretty transitional for me actually, and I've stopped. I guess measuring and quantifying in I don't know how to put it. In accomplishments, so I'm not like I have to stack all of these up. What I want is to be in a financial position where I can just walk away from everything, and the wife and I like jump in a fifth wheel and become snowbirds at 50.
Damn.
That's my
instead
goal
of 80.
dude. I want to retire at 52, man.
RV snowbird.
You're still young enough.
Yeah.
It gives you like your physical shit still. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
my mission too. I want to stack enough bread. By 50, I can just chill.
Yeah, and I got lucky. I had my kids really young, and so did Pam. So we'll be empty nesters in like 4 years. And so from
you got it made, dude.
From like 44, 43, 44, we can just stack all the money and not, I mean, stuff happens. I remember my dad giving me money when I was 18, 19, because I was like, Dad, I don't have any money for food, or clutch of my car went out, shit like that.
I had a kid at 19 as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm dumb, I just keep having kids.
You gotta stop at some point.
I guess, dude. I think I'm gonna get snipped eventually because this shit's getting out of hand, man.
Yeah.
No, but that is my mission 50. I think that's a reasonable question. So you want to RV and travel? That's the mission.
That's it.
You heard him, Jeff. Jeff, you heard him.
Hey, I'll full-time podcast as long as I can. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Me too, dude. Actually,
Whatever,
that's
dude.
gonna,
I don't care, 50 or
even
not.
if we're raking in paper for the show,
Joe's
I'm just gonna
57, so
I love
he's
this
still
shit.
going on.
I guess I don't really. This is my ultimate end game because I'm not retiring if we're gonna continue the show forever.
I'll still do shit on the side because I'll get bored. So I'll probably do like marketing, consulting, web design on the side because I do that on the side
I think that's
now,
what he was going to actually.
Yeah.
Because he knew, like you said, you can't fucking sit still.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I got into stock trading a few years ago,
Ooh.
and I'm not doing it actively right this second.
I
But
wouldn't either.
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun, and I like it. I'm kind of a nerd.
Okay.
I like to look at the charts, the numbers. And
You definitely have to be into stocks.
Yeah,
so.
man.
I
I
figured
can't
out
fucking
that
handle
I'm
metrics,
not
dude. It
good
puts
at
me to
it,
sleep,
so I just
dude.
stopped doing it.
Yeah. Oh man, it gets me
I
excited.
gave it like a good few months, and I was like, I'm
The
gonna catch
whole
up.
GameStop,
I was following
the
people
whole
on, like,
GameStop
Discord
stuff
and
is so
everything.
fun though. The adrenaline rush behind the GameStop rush, it was fun, dude.
Yeah.
It is, dude. Like that, if you're gonna be that active, like, and when you want to fucking flip money that fast and start turning money and shit, that's fun stocks.
Yeah.
Like if you want to let it sit, I mean, yeah, here's $100 grand, let me sit. They'll double up in about 50 years.
Yeah.
I can't do that, dude.
Who knows if you'll even live that
Right,
long?
dude.
That's a risk. That's a
Yeah,
bigger
and then
risk
it's
than
just
making the
sitting
money
there
to me. Yeah.
Collecting a freaking 3.5 APR or something.
Right.
I don't know how that. See, I don't even know how that works. I think that's credit. In it?
No, that's interest.
Is it?
Yeah, APR
Oh.
is interest.
Yep. So that would be right.
Yeah, we'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah, actually, we will cover that in a minute, man. I'm excited. Let's move on, dude. We got some cool shit to talk about. Dude, this was going to be way too easy. I knew we were going to talk
What
about
is-
some cool shit.
A hobby you do in your free time, sir?
I am a serial hobbyist.
Serial
nice.
hobbyist. He
Clarify.
kills hobbies
Yeah,
on the
so-
weekend, dog.
Like I love all the hobbies.
Me too, dude.
I'm
Me
like-
too, dude. I
I
love
think-
having fun.
I think that my hobby is having hobbies.
Me too.
But there's no like
Cheers
niche
to that.
thing that you're on.
Let's cheers to that, man.
No, man. I hunt, fish, golf, boat, camp, hike. I haven't hiked. in
You're a
20 years.
Montana hobbyist.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always.
But
been
aren't those the best kind?
Yeah, dude. I like to I'm an event goer. I want to fucking do those kind of hobbies. Like I like to fucking do those hobbies. I'll chase an event.
Oh yeah, like concerts and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. With concerts, fucking fights, all that shit. That's me.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I like that. I'm a spectator, so I like to watch. If I can get a sports game, dude, that's me, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'll even catch an orchestra.
I
Or an
like,
orchestra, yeah. Like I'll fucking catch an opera if I can, dude. I don't give a shit.
I don't know
I'm
about
a
that.
spectator.
That shit reams.
You don't like that?
No, that shit. Man, I got
You
tubes
couldn't
in my
sit
ears
through an
as an
opera?
adult, bro.
You
My
couldn't
shit
sit
be
through an opera?
vibrating. Probably not.
Okay, for sure.
That shit's. You know what I mean? They fucking
I think they do
boy.
them at the Civic Center, and if they do, next time,
Black Box
Yeah.
Theater is one of my favorite things to watch, and I'm not gonna lie about it.
What's that?
For live events, dude, I love Black Box
I
Theater.
don't know what that is.
Where they act, bro.
Improv.
No, either that or where they act.
Is that improv or like?
It can be.
Or is it like a drama thing?
It's like a drama thing.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's your favorite hobbyist?
it depends on the temperature outside, to be honest, or if
Oh,
it's raining
yeah,
or
dude.
sunny or not. You know what I mean? Like
You're
I'll find.
not a grounded man. I love everything about it.
I'll find anything to do, like given the situation and all of that. So.
Levi, look how ungrounded he is. Look at all the answers we got out of him.
That's good, dude.
It's so sick, dude. You're like a bird, bro.
A bird?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could be a bird.
You're like an eagle, dude. You're an
Yeah.
American
Oh,
eagle.
who sings
I
that
like
song?
You're an American badass eagle, dude.
I'll drink to that.
That's
Cheers.
Kid Rock. American Badass.
You're a Kid Rock.
Nice.
How big's your wiener, Josh?
Man, that's a great question, actually, and you know, I'm a bit of a needle dick.
Nice.
Is it long and skinny?
Yeah, no, I would just always say I'm a needle dick, but do you ever see a sewing machine in action?
Oh, nice.
That's
Ooh,
my
that
favorite.
fucker's humming away.
Oh,
You got
I'm
the
in.
motion in the ocean. But does that clarify your, like, is it long because you were going so fast?
Oh, maybe. Maybe it just looks longer, like when you like
You know,
do
you know,
this
you know,
shit.
perceptionally, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm going
My
faster than your frames per second. in
That's
your
what,
eyes.
my
Exactly.
dick is this long because how fast I'm going, dude. You can't tell the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't know if it's in or out. Fucking at that point.
Oh boy, I got in trouble.
Oh no. It's big.
Man, it's big with like 8 G's, dude. That's huge.
8 G's.
Yeah.
And we don't, what's the G stand for?
That's inches at least.
Okay.
Each one.
That's
Each
so,
one.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
So the end of that
hey, the
video
wife
that
kicked
you
game for him.
That's right. The end of that video that you posted on the Harley, the the last one is 3, because that's how many inches my cock is the end of that Harley video.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how come why does like Instagram sucks, dude?
I know it cuts it off. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta click on the whole thing. Come on.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, the whole thing is sick. The whole story is funny, dude.
Yeah.
The
Back to the
pictures-
reference. Go back and watch it.
I was picking photos, dude, and Josh has highlights, so I had to find some like story available photos. Do you know what I'm saying? Like where it's not too out there, but like he
yeah.
has some shit that like I'm like, oh, that's a good one, but I don't know if it would be.
I wanted to
story
do
shit.
one with the drink, but I didn't get around to it. It's kind of
We're gonna have some cool
Which
clips.
Which one with the drink?
you're pouring tequila.
Oh
Tequilas.
yeah.
The Great Falls, Montana, are like, where are you from? The Bows, man.
Oh yeah.
Those are
Yep.
funny clips.
Yeah, that's a
dude.
good one. That was my first viral video.
Yeah. How many did it get?
Across all platforms, almost 500,000.
Nice.
Dude. Oh yeah, dude. Can we mention to the viewers on metrics of how many like because this guy has a fucking serious following. People don't understand how real it is. Josh, your reach is in the millions, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So where's been your biggest reach point? You think was it TikTok, Instagram, or was it Facebook? I know you have reaches on all ends.
Yeah. So TikTok was definitely the biggest.
And they fucked you.
Yeah, they sure did,
Yeah.
bastards. Yeah. I had over 10 million video views.
Yeah,
in total.
I knew it was. something
That's good,
ridiculous,
dude.
Yeah.
I had at least
slide.
2 over 3 million and
Next
a
slide.
couple more over 1 million.
He knows all about being. So I get shadow banned on Facebook. I'll get put down to the bottom of the barrel for months, bro. Longer than anyone else I've ever seen.
I'm right behind you.
And like, I feel your pain. So when the first time I heard heard anybody talking about being shadow banned was Josh actually. Like he's like, dude, watch this in action, and he posted clarified proof that he was being fucking shadow banned on views and like what was being ticked on and what wasn't being ticked on. And fucking, I was like, nah, I'm not bullshitting you. Probably like a
I
month later.
found undisputable proof, like
Yeah.
on their own platform.
Yeah, and if like, dude, and he posted it on their platform.
Of course I did.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm not bullshitting, and this is during the same time that I'm battling Facebook prison, like, constantly, dude. And then shortly after that, I get my first message that says all my posts are being pushed down to the bottom for whatever amount of days. I was like, dude, there is a shadow ban. It's fucking real, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's fucked up is I did see, it's the actual page. It's like the facts or whatever, random facts or whatever.
Uber facts.
Uber facts. He shared it, and then got banned for 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember that shit? That was
Yeah,
fucked
and there's
up.
Oh,
It's
me,
still on-
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
oh,
he
me.
did.
On Facebook.
Oh, yeah, dude, it was me, dude.
It
I
was
shared
a
this
Uber,
shit.
it was
So
an Uber fact.
I shared an
literally.
Uber fact. I said, so history's not allowed no more.
I think it was something about Nazis or
Excuse my
something.
voice, you guys. I lost it. Shout out to MT Souls. We went
Shout
to,
out to MT Souls.
They put on a performance of a fucking lifetime. Shout out to MOB. Shout
Shout
out to
out-
our boy, that dude cartoon. That's our people. Shout out to Nardi. You guys put on a fucking phenomenal motherfucking show. My
Hey, and
voice
Phil
is gone.
Foul out of Bozeman. They
But
killed
no,
the two.
I posted this shit. It was about El Chapo. It wasn't El Chapo.
I can't remember.
Who's
what
the
it
dude in
was.
the '80s before Chapo? It was fucking
Pablo Escobar.
Oh.
Escobar.
yeah.
So if you touch Escobar's coke in the '80s, it was. I mean, like any coke in the '80s, 80% of it was his. I mean, like no matter where you were in the United States, and they fucking did not have it, dude. They're like, yo. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Dude?
But it was
Fucking
still
bad.
on the page. You're like,
This
what
was
the hell,
bad.
dude?
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
It works that way.
They
sometimes.
really pick and choose on who the fuck they hate on, dude. If
Oh,
you have
yeah.
a following, they're like, fuck you, dude.
Right.
Kai just lost 6,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah. Sorry, Kai. I know I had something to do with that on at least one incident, bro. Oh, no. Did the Warriors win?
Yeah, probably.
Did the Warriors win?
Yeah, Warriors in 6, buddy.
I need to know if the Warriors won, dude. I owe money.
They-
Fuck me.
Oh, it's a 10-point game into the third right now.
Okay, let's go, Boston. Jason Tatum, show us the Kobe you have in you. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no. All right, speaking
Go
of the
on.
next topic, money. I'm losing it. Let's go, Josh. What do you want on topic of money, my man?
Oh, you know, the reason I brought that up actually is one of the topics for the show is because of how shitty things are right now.
Right.
And,
Inflation.
yeah, and I see a lot of my friends posting and it, you know, it sucks and it hurts to see people hurting.
Yeah, if
And-
you want to inform a lot of people, because I often get corrected, and I'm a man to always stand corrected. I don't mind being corrected. So if you have anything that's factual that you want to fucking offer anybody that's following the show that you just see a lot of misinformation out on Facebook and you want to put it out there, I know you have the knowledge, dude.
Yeah, boy, that'd be a deep topic. We could be here all night.
Sure.
Yeah. I forgot where we going.
Money.
with that. Money, yeah.
You brought money to the show. He
Yeah,
said.
yeah. So there's a lot of ways, like I see people trying to get ahead and not being able to afford groceries. And I just saw a post like recently of somebody that had posted, how are you all doing that don't get public assistance? And I saw people posting shit like, yo, we've been eating rice and beans for like 4 weeks now and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And look, I'm a hunter. I have a lot of venison in my freezer. My wife hates venison. If you're in that spot and need, you know, if you're eating rice and
Nice.
beans and shit, hit me up.
Shout out, Josh. That's cool, man.
Yeah, just follow the show, follow me, whatever. I'd give anybody, you know, some ground venison or whatever
No,
to,
that's awesome, dude.
to make it
That's
through.
the thing, 'cause my wife doesn't like wild game either, so I'm in the same boat.
Well,
Like,
just
I'll
fucking
eat it, but I want you to eat it
repackage
by
it,
yourself,
feed it
too.
to her anyways.
I'm not needy or anything, but I love venison, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hook it up.
I'll hook you up right Yeah.
Right?
We got Kaylee in here, MMA. I know you just followed the Weekly Bus recently, so what's cracking? I'm assuming that you're friends with Marnik. I'm glad you're watching the show, and thanks for tuning in.
I think she's bare knuckle. I don't know.
I don't know. So go. You know, is that what you wanted to like? Is that the like a financial?
Yeah, well, no, I just kind of wanted to start with that and
Perfect.
and offer that up so that, you know, now
You're
that
fucking
now that I've
stud, man.
offered something, you have to fucking listen to me.
That's right.
There we
So,
go. There we
so
go.
you know, a lot of people complain, you know, rent's high, rent's going up, the price of gas is going up, and maybe this is more my like calling people. You said that I'm like the dad of this show or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's your fucking dad moment. The same motherfuckers that are complaining about it, like a week later, they're like, "Look at this new tattoo I got," and I'm like, "Oh, that's really nice." You know, you last week you posted on here about how you know it sucks that you're paying $1,200 a month rent, but then you got $300 for a tattoo.
Yeah.
And then I see people like putting in the minimum effort. You know what I mean? And it's tough. I get it. I've been young and like had other shit that I'd rather go do and stuff. But I think that I don't know where I learned it or whatever. Just one day I was like, this sucks. I got to do more. Is you got to use your time smartly.
Right.
And
Monetize your time.
yeah, monetize your time. And even if it's something like you guys are doing with this show, you guys are up late, you have full-time jobs, and you're in here busting your ass and trying to make an extra buck. And that's huge. You know, that little bit of extra
Thanks,
money.
man.
Yeah.
Means a lot to me.
It's the biggest shout out
Yeah,
for you
as I
guys.
said, we
for that.
do. Some nights, there's some weeks we do back-to-back weekends. And they're
Sure.
back-to-back nights, and those are pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but find something. There's shit everywhere. There's so many ways to make money.
Be
It
productive.
makes me feel lazy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, I can.
Dude, I feel that way right now, man, because no matter how much I'm doing, I feel like I'm not doing enough.
I feel the same way.
It's-
And it must be that mindset. I guess a lot of people don't have.
And it feels like there's not enough time in the
Yeah,
day.
there's never enough
Yeah.
time. And
You
dude,
can stay up till
I'm
3 a.m.,
so
wake up at
apologetic to
7,
everyone
8.
that I love, dude.
Still
I'm
doesn't
like, I'm
feel
so
like
fucking
enough.
sorry that I don't have time for you because I got something else to do. But I
Yeah.
do love you with all my heart. I got
Right.
shit to do.
Yeah.
Quick hug, peace out.
It's
Right.
so weird.
Things going on.
And then I see like, oh man, I saw this post. I'm just gonna annihilate this one. It said something like, I applied for this thing and I don't make enough money, or applied for a home loan and I don't make enough, so I guess I have to. They told me to get another job. I shouldn't have to work 2 jobs. Like, well, who died and made you fucking, king of everything? Why shouldn't you have to work 2 jobs?
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
got 3 jobs. Like almost every person in here basically has 3
Yeah,
fucking jobs.
I don't know a
and-
time that I've never not worked, 2 jobs or
Yeah.
had a job and something else, even if it's small, you're engaging your mind, you're bringing more money in, even if it's a little bit,
Don't use this as a spit in the face, people, either. I think what you're saying motivated me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I feel
if
that,
you ain't
yeah.
catching motivation out of what Josh is saying, then you're part of the problem.
And I genuinely care too. Like it may be a little bit of tough dad love, but I
Dad
really
love.
do. I really do care.
Thanks,
I
Dad.
hate to see people.
Yeah, Dad, thanks for the
struggling.
info.
Yeah, anytime, boys.
If you watch the story right now, it's how I greet him, actually. Get up and the rest of Dad. He's like, I'm here, son.
I'm gonna go down. Let it be.
Anyways, freaking, I think the problem with people nowadays, and it is getting bad, you know what I mean? And we all know it's fucking bad. But budgeting is key, dude. I think that's what we're learning in my household is budgeting, dude.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
tough. I still struggle with it. I mean,
I'm a spender, bro.
yeah, me too.
My woman
I didn't
is the
realize it, but I
budgeter, you know
guess
what I mean?
in the last 2 years I became a spender myself. I've always been a saver, but
I'm
after
an
I left, I'm
experienced
fuck,
dude,
I've
dude.
been
Like,
buying
so
a lot.
I
Yeah.
never...
Subscribing to shit all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever, $15.
And,
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and this might be a male mentality, right? But realistically, I just didn't see myself living past 25.
Yeah.
And I mean
27
that-
here.
I mean that, full-heartedly believe that. Like, so now that I'm 33, I'm like, oh, fuck, I mean, I'm here now. You know what
Now
I
I
mean?
gotta figure out
I'm
what
buckling
the fuck
down,
to
and I care
do
about my
50
health all of a
years.
sudden. You know what I mean? So there's this transition in my life right now that's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean? And now I have kids. I'm forced to be here even longer than I like.
Right. Yeah. Same shit happened to me.
I
I was like, oh fuck, I made it after all.
yeah, it's so weird, man. But like, I still
Now
have
my
this
kids
internal.
are teenagers. What? The
I know.
fuck?
See, like the budgeting thing, I still have this internal fucking drive where I want to like experience. That's me, dude. Like, it's so written into me that I want to experience life because even though that I did
But
make it
Josh
this far,
can beat up a kid.
even though I
I
made,
can beat up a kid. I can beat up several at once.
even though I made it this far, like legitimately, I just want to live, dude. I just want to fucking experience shit. So
Right.
budgeting for me is super fucking difficult, dude. Like that's.
So one of the best tips that I've ever heard, and one of my buddies here in Great Falls is he's an expert at this, is if he decides that he wants something, he may have 20 grand sitting in his account, and let's say he wants a $20,000 side by side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What he'll do is he'll go find out what kind of financing he can obtain for it first, and then say the payment is $300 a month. Then I'll say, okay, so I want this side by side. It's going to cost me $300 a month instead of dumping $20,000 on a side by side, which is going to be worthless in 5 years.
It's so fucking weird because it sounds so simple. You just
Yeah.
do not think that way.
So he'll take his.
I don't.
He'll take his 20,000, and he'll go put it down on like a house that he can rent. So his mortgage on that, like 20,000 down, whatever the house cost. Now he's got a mortgage. He makes sure that whatever the rent is covers his new toy.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah. So now he's and it's deeper than that. So not only did he buy himself a side by
Now he's
side,
invested.
now he's invested. He has a piece of property that's
Yeah.
going to go up in value, and his $20,000 working for him.
See, and that's the stuff
Yeah.
that I never learned as a kid.
Nobody learns that as a
No,
kid.
nobody
Nobody's
does.
teaching
Dude,
that
this
shit.
This is what Nipsey Hussle talks about. This is why I idolize Nipsey Hussle, because Nipsey Hussle was teaching wealth,
Yeah.
and that's the shit that like his friends around him. He's like, if you didn't learn wealth about me or some type of knowledge, then I failed you as a fucking friend. You know what I mean? That's friendship in my eyes now as a 33-year-old man.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not fucking learning from you or gaining from you, then I shouldn't be hanging out with you as an adult.
That's right.
Yeah, that's absolutely
You know what I mean?
right. Man, that's good. I like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the mind state of change for me. Like, I can have fun, I can mingle around, do the cool stuff, but I will cut it. I'm learning how to cut it off. This boundary thing for me, dude, boundaries have been so new for me, because I'll set them up as soon as I meet up somebody. Like, if I establish a new relationship, it's hard to do when you've already had these relationships.
Yeah,
New
that
boundaries.
makes it tough. Yeah.
But now that I'm doing it with new people, my life has greatly improved. My overall happiness, because I can fucking establish. Like I already told you, bro. This, no offense to you, but I'm gonna resort back to what I told you originally.
Yeah.
Like
You know what I mean?
on Saturday. Instead of staying sober, stayed sober.
You're always been a rock, dude.
Made.
This guy's a statue.
Yeah, but I like to party too. But I was there for
You're a
content.
partying statue.
For her sake.
He says, "I like
That
to
was the
party
funniest
too."
I
fucking
like to
thing.
party. He's like, dude, we already said that. You can't say you like to party. I already did.
So, you
Super
didn't
bad.
touch on. I mean, you did touch on it, but you didn't clarify. Are you gonna run for mayor?
We're gonna save that to the end.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. That way you have to stick around and
So
watch.
I want to organize
That's
this
right.
a little
Yeah,
differently
so-
then. So let's skip that, and can we move into what like economy, the economics that are going on that you would like to discuss?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit, I guess, with the whole money thing. That was kind of
There was like the inflation talk.
that was a real fail on my part putting those together. I'm just
Okay,
playing.
no,
No, it's good. But no, that really did play into it, man. And being a little bit older now, for the younger people, like even younger than you, you're getting there now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you've
got gray hair, dude.
You've seen some shit, do you?
Yeah, dude. It's inside
I
my
do.
fucking head, dude.
Dude, I got gray pubes now.
It's like,
Is that a thing?
I got my first gray eyebrow the other day.
That's the
side
thing,
of my
man.
head's
You got gray
lit up.
pubes?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
like
thing,
the whole
dude?
chest hair's all gray.
That's
Damn.
incredible, dude.
Yeah.
You're a silverback
That's-
gorilla. You're a silver
that's-
chested
Oh,
gorilla.
dude, get this shit. I said that one time to my son, and he fires back like immediately. He's like, gorillas have really small penises, right? I was like, why would you know that?
We just asked about bear wieners on the last episode, I think.
And now it's gorillas.
Yeah, now it's gorillas.
Gorilla
And
wieners.
neither one of them
Yeah,
have
bear
reached the
dicks.
hammer size.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Dude, I'm so sorry, dude. I got sidetracked.
I know, me too. That was funny.
yeah. Go ahead, Levi.
So you wrote down DMT. What's your
Yeah,
what's
what is
about
that?
I want to.
Super
Don't look at me and say, "What is that?"
No. I'm just super shocked.
I was gonna say, yeah.
that
I
it
want to
came
see why that
from
was.
your topic.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
topic. That's something that we'd usually bring up.
Yeah, no, that's
Well, I
a
love
natural
sex.
topic for us.
You
know
guys,
what I mean?
yeah, you guys probably.
DMT?
I
Not
have
yet.
it. I have it.
Dude.
No.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
pretty sweet.
I'm not
Really?
scared of it.
This guy has. Our camera guy has.
Yeah, I
just
You
did.
have as well.
Oh,
I
hell
just
yeah.
did like 3 weeks ago. I didn't blast or anything, but I will say it was fucking amazing. I felt so good. Like I
Euphoria.
fucking dude. I
You
took
didn't hit enough, or
No.
dude. I ripped it like 7 times. I don't know if
I
it
don't
was
know,
just
there's-
that good, but dude, I ripped it, dude, and you just feel it like whoa.
No, you're
Like,
supposed
to
it's,
blast
like
is
it's
what
different.
happens. So our parents
like,
did it,
It's
dude.
different. Like
not his
you
parents,
definitely
but my
feel
dad
it.
and
Like,
our mom did it together, and their stories are fucking wild. Dude.
They smoked a lot then.
No,
Yeah,
well,
you
they had
gotta-
some-
you
they had-
gotta-
they
you
did. They had an
you
experience
really
because
gotta
they had a
get in.
shaman and shit. It was
Yeah.
introduced right. This
Oh,
guy
right,
brought
yeah.
some gangster shit, dude.
Yeah.
And and they're not shy to like hallucinogenics because they like to. That's their spirits. Like that's their spiritual side. They like hallucinogenics.
I
You like
think I think
mushrooms?
you're kind of weird if you don't.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
just
agree.
me.
I
That's
love
my
I love
favorite shit.
mushrooms and stuff. I like to explore my mind, dude. If you can't explore your mind, that's because you're scared of it. So like, when they did it, like Royden said that he fucking like legitimately went to the house of God and it was written by words, and he said it was like almost like a scroll, a repeating scroll of words that was built a house. It was fucking. He's like it was wild. He's like, what you can describe. He's like is kind of like this
He said it has nothing, but has almost
kaleidoscope.
everything.
Kaleidoscope house.
So even you like retelling his story and of everything of what happened, It's so weird because I don't know that there's words to describe it. To be completely
That's
honest,
kinda what you said too.
I don't think that there's a way for me to tell somebody who hasn't done it what it is like. Would you agree?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did say that as well.
see,
He said, I don't know really to explain this.
Dude,
Right, this
it's
is what
hard to
happened
explain,
for
and
me,
Even,
is what he said.
even though that I didn't blast, like I still had that high going where I was like you can still feel shit. Like
Right.
And so, like,
whoa.
mentally, though, what was your mind at?
Mentally, I was super calm because I thought I was like kind of like shook. I'm like, fuck.
Are you scared?
I don't know if I'm gonna like.
Yeah, that's
how
what
it's
I
gonna
think.
be.
I would be scared
And
too
it-
because I heard it's so extreme.
Powerful.
It's so extreme. Yeah.
But when I did it, it was pretty mellow for the most part. There was a part there where I was sitting there and I was like,
I wonder if it was
Whoa,
bunk
whoa,
shit that you
whoa.
got,
Right.
like half-assed,
Right.
right, yeah.
half-shelved.
So
Right.
they actually just approved MDMA and DMT as legitimate treatments for brain injury and for PTSD.
Holy shit! Where?
So-
Federally?
It's coming, so it's going to be a Schedule 1 narcotic
Wow.
available for prescription.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll probably see it this year, if not early next year.
Thank you, Joe Rogan.
Yep. And the cool thing is that, like you were saying, if you can't explore your mind, you're afraid of yourself or afraid
absolutely.
of it. And what they found scientifically is that it basically retrains those neural pathways. So when you experience trauma or have a brain injury, your shit gets wired wrong. And you end up with a bunch of symptoms because of that, right?
You got
Like
PTSD
crossfires,
from
they
going
almost call it.
overseas and going to war?
Yeah.
I'm a non-combat vet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I went to I got diagnosed with PTSD from humanitarian service.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hurricane
Just seen a
Katrina
lot of shit.
during New Orleans.
That makes
I
sense.
went and did the whole cleanup thing in New Orleans.
Fucking makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
You've seen
we-
a lot of bad shit, dude.
It was really bad. Yeah, I don't talk about it like
That
ever.
makes sense,
So,
dude.
um,
Well, thanks for your service on that.
yeah, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That was wicked. I remember all that, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah, that was.
I want
oh,
to. So moving on. Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. So, anyways, they found that experiencing these drugs can and they're safe too is the crazy thing. Like,
Yeah. Actually,
like-
yeah, dude.
so, like-
they're getting supported by just about every
Yeah.
scientist in the world, dude.
people like ODing on MDMA in a club is different because you're adding alcohol to it. You don't know what it was cut
Dehydration
with.
is
Yeah,
the
you're,
killer.
you're dehydrated is the huge thing with
Yeah.
that one. But in a prescription dose, and you're not trying to get ripped on it, it's really good and really effective at reprogramming the brain back to the way that it was prior to the trauma.
Wow.
So, in your experience of using it, was it hallucinogen or was it just kind of a mental restructuring, like a microdose?
No, I took enough to hallucinate.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So the first time that I experienced it, this has been.
So this is first. You've used it a few times.
Yeah.
How many times total?
No, only twice.
Twice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I went and saw my brother one time, and he had it, and that's where I was
Nice.
first introduced, and this was a long time ago. And
Did you have to go through some like ritual? Because I was told like in order to do it right, there's got to be like there's a process to
yeah, there is. So we loosely followed the process. So I didn't do it that day because I was his spirit guy.
Yeah, sure.
So anyways,
Sure.
he rips it, and like the most shady thing about DMT, especially if you do the toad version, is you have to smoke it out of a crack pipe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you feel
The
pretty.
toad, yeah.
You feel pretty
Dirty as
dirty.
fuck.
Yeah, you're like you walk into the pipe shop, and you're like,
Any one of these crack pipes.
I need that. Don't look at me.
You ready to
You know,
spit
and
this
a
in?
lot. I sell it, so I know what you're saying.
He's in one of those
but-
shops, so he knows exactly what you're
it's,
talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think 90% of the people aren't. You know what I mean? It's just 100%.
You decipher the
100% of the
crackhead.
time shame. 90% of the time it's actually not for them.
You see
All
the
right,
guy with
90%
the
of the
wearing
time
the
it's
antlers
good.
on his head. You're like, I know you're on DMT. You come here, buddy.
So my brother rips it, and we're on his back porch, and he's got like this long overhang, and he has a bird feeder hanging out there. So he like walks out there. He stands up after like 2 or 3 minutes, and
He's on one already.
Oh yeah, he grabs this bird feeder and he just sits back down and just sits there. And he sits there for like 10 minutes. The crazy thing about DMT is that it only lasts like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's what mom and dad said.
Yeah. So he gets up after like 10 minutes and he goes and he hangs it back and he just stands there at the edge of his porch staring across the alleyway into the neighbor's backyard.
You know it's not. I mean, like when you look at somebody that's tripping, you're like, dude,
Oh.
I know you're not there.
He wasn't. He was not home.
Yeah, you know, they never are, dude. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember going to like high school parties and I'd see like my buddies were really frying, dude. I'm like, dude, he's
People's
totally
are
not
fucking
fucking. I wonder where he's at.
Yeah.
I wonder
Black.
where he's at.
Yeah. So he sits back down and he comes back to, and it's pretty quick. Pretty much start to feel normal, like really rapidly.
You feel normalish? Like you don't have like this like outer like oh fuck, like I'm back
Not
here.
a lingering feeling at all.
Yeah, really?
There's no like,
dude, right when I was starting to kind of like come down
That's
from it,
nutty.
I was
I
like,
felt- I
yo,
always
let me
felt
rip
like
that
there would
again.
be.
Like I instantly was like, yo, I'm gonna hit that shit again.
Wow.
the
Took
only
an
thing
even
that
bigger
you
hit
like,
and fucking dude was like.
the only thing that you really feel is like dealing with what you just experienced. It's
Wow.
mental. You don't have any like fog,
Nope.
or no physical effects, nothing
That's
like
what he said too.
Yeah.
He's like, I remember everything, dude.
Yeah. So my brother comes back and I said, what were you doing? Like, what happened? What was it like? And he said, bro, he's like, I don't know why, but I just had to get up and get that bird feeder. And he said, when I did, and I was holding it in my hands, he said, my hands transformed into the old man's hands that carved it. And he said, I could.
Wow.
He said,
Holy
That's
shit.
sick.
he
That's
said,
cool.
I could feel his life. And I was like, what do you mean you could feel his
Whoa.
life? He's like, his energy is still in this bird feeder. And I was like, that's-
That is wild thoughts. dude.
Yeah. And I was like, that's some deep shit. Like, I don't
That
even
is
know
some
what
deep
that's
shit,
like.
dude.
Yeah.
And you have to think about that.
A
And you're
sober
like, I
mind
guess
would
I'll
never
smoke
think
mine
like
tomorrow.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Sober, not really. I mean, unless you're super eccentric, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna fucking think like that.
Yeah. I don't know that you could feel it or experience it.
Or experience
Right,
it.
yeah.
Dude,
To
that's
actually be able to
fucking
feel
wild,
that
dude. For
energy.
him to say that right afterwards, to be like, dude, I just experienced this man's fucking internals.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, dude.
Yeah.
What about yours?
So mine, we smoked, and I immediately wanted to go outside. We were in this shed, and the weird thing is, man, this is the weirdest thing. My dad had a motorcycle at the time, and he had changed the front wheel out and got this fancy front rim for his bike, and the old one was sitting there, and I looked at it, and for some reason, it was inherently evil to me.
What did you,
Like the wheel itself, I was like, that's bad. I have to leave here.
were you starting to have a bad trip?
Like that's what I was afraid of. Like I was like,
'cause
oh dude,
everybody
this is
knows the
not good.
ingredients of a bad trip. Dude.
Right. So I was like, that's not good. So I walked outside and went around to the other side of my brother's house.
At least you were smart enough to leave, dude.
Yeah.
People get stuck in bad trip rooms, dude.
Right. And I laid on his back deck, and the whole time that I was laying there, everything slowed down and time just changes. I don't know how to explain it
Oh,
better.
I know totally all about it, man. Shrooms do it to me too.
So I was laying on the deck, and my heart, I was very aware of my heart rate, and I could feel every like bump of my heart, like boom, boom.
Was it visually though? Like, were you like
Yeah.
everything was the same?
Yeah, so all your senses kind of combine. I think that's probably the best way to explain it. Actually,
Yeah.
I feel like
Is that-
that's how shrooms
Yeah.
is for me.
is that you have like sensory overlap.
I think shrooms and
Okay.
acid are
Yeah,
like that.
'cause you
LSD's like
feel-
that. Like everything's so clear.
I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
It's hard
when
to
you look at a
explain.
person on
Yeah.
LSD, it looks like you're looking at him with HD or like 4K.
Right.
Yeah, and
So
they got the
weird,
like
yeah.
rainbow, like you can see all the light.
It's so weird. Like you can see the fabric of the universe. Yeah, like you can see the
when
fabric.
you walk,
Yeah, it's
when
so
you walk through
weird.
the spider web.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
yeah.
so the wild thing is, with every heartbeat, I could feel. So we have an electric magnetic pulse. Every
Right.
single human does,
Absolutely, yeah.
and
We're robots.
you become really
We're robots.
you become really aware of it, and so every beat of my heart, I could feel and trace all the way to the edge of the deck to the end of the boards, and I could feel it come back to me with every single
Whoa.
So
heartbeat.
you were the
that's,
energy for a
that's
minute.
sick. That's
Yes.
cool.
That
awesome.
is
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
It was wild, yeah.
I actually love that, dude.
So it was the toad? I want the toad.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the toad. I
What
think
does that mean? You lick it? You eat? Like I mean, you scrape the
Well,
toad?
you scrape
smoke
it, and then I think you gotta like dry it.
Well, they
I don't know
call
what
it.
the
They
fuck
call
that
it.
means.
Dude,
The-
Greg
the
showed
venom.
me the fucking yeah.
It's the
They
toad's
call
venom.
it. They call it the toad because you capture them, and then you take like their gland and you squeeze it out.
Don't make me
and it'll
puke,
spray.
dude.
No.
No,
dude.
literally,
Like, you
and then
smoke
you have
the
to put it
more
like
juice
that.
of a
You have to
fucking-
And
Yeah.
then they dry it up, and then they put it in the fucking loker,
Yeah.
and you spin that shit, dude. And
You
you
turn
fucking,
into the
ooh.
fucking wart juice?
Yep.
Oh
Well, after
my
it dries.
God.
I think you 9 to 3 it.
Jeez, dude, you get that fucker
Yeah, you get that-
going, dude. My gosh. That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I always thought DMT was kind of because I heard it comes out of trees and natural
No,
shit.
there's
That's-
actually
There's
the YouTube.
ayahuasca, but it is DMT, but it's made differently.
Ayahuasca's the root.
Yes,
Right.
right.
That's the one.
That's what
But
you want to do?
There's different
I'm gonna do
ways.
them all.
There's different
I love
ways to
psychedelics,
make
dude.
DMT.
I don't know.
I think.
But no, what I'm talking about. Go watch the YouTube about the dude with the toad. It's the first dude ever, and how
I
he
got a
found it.
question
He's
for
still
you
alive. He
then,
tells the story.
concerning afterwards.
Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia does a whole episode about that shit. I think it's like a 2-part thing.
I don't
It's
know.
like
This was
they have
from-
2 hours.
this was from Vice.
Dude,
What's it
watch
called?
Yep.
It was on Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. I'm gonna have to watch it. I love Vice.
Hamilton. That's who does that.
So post DMT, Josh, like how long did the lingering happiness or, the supposed benefits last?
So that's the crazy thing is that I didn't really notice anything initially. It takes a while. So and it takes more than
overall happiness.
Right, it takes more than one treatment too. So, me doing it twice in 1 week and then moving on with my life was not medicinal.
Maybe sufficient.
Yeah. But I did eventually start getting better a couple of years later, and I always look back and wonder if
You
if
think
that
it was
had
the
something
mental
to do with
clarity
it.
that came from that experience helped?
I think so, yeah.
Like, after doing shrooms, the world isn't so fucking vicious.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I do them a lot.
So when you,
I do them a
I-
lot.
That's
I
my- that's
allegedly
my
do the
absolute
same.
favorite.
Yeah, I mean, not for
but
sure.
I'm
like,
serious.
you
I
can
mean,
never ask,
after
but-
you do shrooms, like the world doesn't seem like nothing seems that fucking important to get that mad about.
Right?
Like it's so weird. Like you're. I mean, it could be fucking extreme. You know what I mean? Like I get it, dude. But is it that fucking violent where I want to fucking kill people over anymore? No.
No.
It's so weird, dude.
See, and it's crazy. Like after smoking DMT, like I ripped it like.
Dude,
7, 8,
hold
like
on.
7, 8
I almost
times.
lost something. I just got a piece of history that I learned today, you guys. This came from fucking Vice, I think, dude. Or National Geographic, one of the two. They're coming out, so then you can Google this shit. This is just fresh news, dude. That they're saying that the Bible was written and disguised as a fucking DMT trip, dude. Like the whole, or not a DMT trip, but like a
Psilocybin.
yeah, like a fucking mushroom trip, dude.
Psilocybin.
And it was so against at the time, like the church knew
Psilocybin.
about the
What the hell is
mushrooms,
that?
and like, well, not just the church, but other fucking major religions were against the fry of mushrooms, dude. And like paganism and all this shit was rising at the time.
Yeah, that's.
And
yeah, yep.
this is fact, dude. I'm like, so pretty much all these fucking stories, like Jonah and the whale, was all mushroom trips, dude. Like, but had really good meanings. So where they go on these fucking fry trips with these people, the disciples and shit, and they'd take these journeys, dude, and they'd write them. And this was the moral of my story. Good meanings behind them, usually, dude. The books of the Bible. This is what they're fucking coming to, like, this is like fresh shit today,
Dude,
like
another,
fresh shit.
Dude, another weird like thing about that is how the Pope dresses in white and red. Is like mimicking how an Amanita muscaria like looks.
Damn.
Mushroom,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
It's wild, dude. That's fucking
I didn't know
real.
the Pope thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. So the DMT is, there's a show called The Spirit Molecule.
Yep, I've seen that.
And
I think my mom wanted me to watch that as well.
dude, it's a good show. And they say that when you die, the instant that you die, we have DMT stored in our brain naturally.
It
Releases,
releases,
yeah.
Yeah, it releases DMT, and that's like what the trip is that people have a lot of times when they have a near-death experience, is they actually got high on DMT from their own body.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's beautiful shit.
Oh,
Dude. Could you
right.
imagine
And
if
see-
we are able to hone that feeling in?
right, or access it or use
At-
it.
at
Like,
will?
find
Yeah.
some positive way, to use it at
Maybe
will.
the monks
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
The monks are something, dude. The Tibetan monks are a fucking. I don't really know how to explain them because
Yeah,
I think if
they're-
you want to put
they're
them as a
wild,
modern what or like what is it? What do they call those?
Wonders, eight of the
the one-
wonders.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
wonders
one
of
of the
the
wonders
world?
of the world, yeah.
I mean,
They
for
definitely
real,
can
dude.
be.
Like they have done things that legit have classified as miracles, and when you classify as a miracle, you have to go through like a major process, dude. Like there's like one miracle a year, and you got to think about how many billions of people on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so I think the things that, and they have multiple miracles, which is fucking nuts. Like whatever they're doing in those temples is fucking weird, dude. And they
It
are
is
a wonder
working.
of the world.
That mind over matter thing is awesome.
The
Oh,
human
yeah.
mind is fucking incredible.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I think
dude.
dreams alone are incredible.
Oh.
Because we craft these entire worlds and people and
Maybe
and
we don't
emotions.
though,
and
and that's why we live in a
scenarios.
simulation.
Well, I always say that. Like you have to question because it's 35% of your life at least is sleep. You know what I mean?
Did you know that every person you've ever seen in a dream, you've seen in real life?
That's what they
That's
say.
true, yeah. Like,
But- or did you
that-
100%.
You don't
that
think
your
you don't
brain
think a
can't
human
make up a
brain?
face that
You don't think so?
never-
How can they prove that?
I don't know. Like
Right.
that is true.
Craft a
That is
face
true.
right now based off of nothing you've seen.
Google can, and I think my brain could do it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think people. I think artists do it all the time.
Oh, but Ty,
No, I don't
Ty.
think artists do it all the time.
can I go
Not
back?
physically.
Ask Royden to draw somebody. I bet you he could out of his mind.
Can I go back here for a
He
second?
would mimic
He could
somebody.
piece somebody.
gotta
I bet
say
you he could piece the most beautiful woman in the world by using different versions of different women. That's a new person.
Mm.
Yeah, but he's still
That's
using
still
pieces
using-
of
Those are
real
references.
people.
That's, he crafted
That's like
somebody
using
else.
a different stencil.
But it's a complete different person. He crafted a piece, like it's like a puppet, like a fucking...
Mm.
Does that make
But there's
sense?
still similarities to those people that he got those pieces from.
I don't know, human mind is just so complex, dude. I
It
always
is,
think of
it's crazy.
Inception, dude.
Yeah,
I think
it's
of
insane.
Inception. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Inception is
we
a great
create
movie.
that shit, dude. In our dreams, that we have fucking scenarios that
Oh.
your wife is so mad at you because you cheated on her in a fucking dream that she made up in her head, dude.
Right. Oh yeah. Why do women do that?
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I'm mad at, I'm
But
mad
that's
at you
real.
today.
That's
Why?
how fucking powerful the mind is. It's so powerful that
You know what I
it's
mean?
the emotion, the feeling, the
I've had
place,
that.
the moment, the
You're
scenario,
fucking-
and the other person.
You cheated in the dream. What the?
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't do
Okay,
anything.
well let me say this. I was gonna say this. After doing DMT and hitting it, fuck, I must have ripped it like 7 times. Like I'd kind of come down. I'm like, fuck, dude. I feel so good, and like the lasting happiness that I've had is like still to this day. It's been not very long, like a month.
3 weeks, yeah.
Like 3 weeks or a month. But like, dude, I just feel
That was
overall just better. I don't.
You've
like,
been overall
I don't
better, bro.
let like depression
Would
like,
you agree?
get to me. I feel more motivated. I feel like I want to do shit now instead of just hiding away from everything.
That was my question, I guess,
Fuck.
relating for Josh, was like, was there a longing, like, post-after effect that you felt or noticed?
I didn't recognize it at that time. And it's been years ago, so I didn't recognize
To
it.
be fair,
right
it
at
didn't
that time.
have the shine that it has now. You wouldn't have known, like, unless it was pointed out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It was just some shit my brother got and was like, "Here, try this."
Try this.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was just
Fuck
chilling,
yeah.
dude. Homies were like, "Hey, we're smoking fucking some DMT right now." I was like, "I've never done that." They're like, "You want it?" I'm like,
I guess.
all right, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. Like, fuck it.
Fuck it. Let's go.
I want to move on to something that everyone's going to find super useful, not just the people who want to try DMT, but you have you've been in the industry of car buying and selling forever.
Yeah.
Why don't you teach some people some of your craft, man?
Yeah,
You
for
have
sure.
secrets that you want to offer?
Oh yeah, man. Hopefully, like some car dealership mafias don't kill me after this, but I'll dump all the secrets.
He's like, I sell printers now.
Yeah,
Ford tunes in, Chevy.
I know, right? NADA is now watching.
Funny, man.
So, yeah, I'll tell you this. I guess I'll start with this. People always want to get a good deal on a car, and everybody thinks that the dealership is trying to fuck them. Like, it's an inherent, like, I don't know if that'll ever change in America.
That's a stupid stigma, man.
It really is, yeah. It really is. Like, people think they're like, oh, this dealership sucks. But, like, think about the people that work at that dealership. Man, those are your neighbors.
Yep.
They go to your church. You know, they shop at your store. They're just other members of your community trying to make a living. And I know this from a couple of dealerships I worked at because it's really fun. People think, or they have this misconception, and I'm sure that it does happen sometimes, and I'm sure that it has happened. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but by and large, car dealers aren't out there ripping off single women.
Facts.
That's not a thing. Like, that's...
So,
Has a single woman got a bad deal on a car? Oh, yeah, lots of
actually,
times.
matter of fact, I think it's like the complete opposite, bro.
It is the complete opposite. That's exactly what I was going to say, is that usually the sales team is like, oh, man, this young lady's trying to get a ride. You know, she's a single mother, whatever.
And if we're trying multiple cars as a salesman, we really are trying to help you out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes it's so fucking hard to get, like, an approval, you know? Like, even when there should be a logical approval, there's just so many fucking headaches that nobody sees, dude.
Right, yeah. The other side of that is the people that come in and they're like, I've bought more cars than you've sold, son. Dude, I used to hate it, but I got to love it because I got really confrontational towards customers and combative towards the end of my car career. But and you know, people that are like, well, I want more often. You know, they think that they're going to grind themselves into a better deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're grinding yourself into a worse deal.
Yep.
Every single time, because by the time you've wasted an hour and a half of a salesman's time, guess what? That sales manager's not letting you go. Like, you are fucked now. Don't act like an asshole. That's probably the best advice I can give is they're people. They are there to help you, like you were saying.
Yeah.
They still have to live in the same community. So they're really not out there to try to take advantage of you. Sticker is quicker, Unger. That's what I always like to say. but it's also, oddly enough, not always
The guy's a man, dude.
not always the most profitable for the dealership when you get into back ends, which we'll transition to here in just a second.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's knowledge away, baby.
So yeah, the guys that were assholes, man, what they would end up, leaving thinking that they had really put the screws to the dealership and they negotiated this down. Some of my biggest, fattest paychecks were off some of the biggest assholes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So keep that in mind. If you're
And you
gonna
get
go,
what you deserve,
yeah,
fucker.
if you're gonna go to a car dealership and act like an asshole and you think that you're going to win, just know that you're getting taken for a ride. I guarantee it.
150%.
Guarantee it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody's out there like I got in a debate with somebody.
When you hear the term cool salesman, we're cool because you're cool to us, I feel like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's total, there is vibes, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
To people. And when you're going into a buying world as a buyer and dealing with the salesman, I mean, there's a difference between being a buyer and not dealing with the salesman and being a buyer and having to deal with the salesman. So when you go into a buyer environment that you have to deal with the salesman, you think logically that you're going to go in there and try to, at least open the door to an even world, right? You get the assholes that walk in there thinking they know the terms, they know the world, they've been there before type of shit. And that's when you're truly like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here every day, not you.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I was trying to help you until you fucking brought attitude.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
It's so weird.
Yeah, because it was 27. Now it's 29.
That sticker was wrong.
That's right. Sorry, bro. Sit back down.
That was last week's deal, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
man.
you know we're in inflation?
Right. Yeah, then have them so confused they're negotiating off $30,000 in the next hour.
How was that? Well, that's taxes and fees.
Right. Yeah. we can
Tax-free
start
state.
there.
Well, then it's all fees. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just true though. You be nice to people. You honestly are gonna get back what you put out,
Now
man.
we both.
Yeah. Now we bump an APR in the next step. There we go. So let's move on to that one. That's a great one.
There we
So
go.
people don't realize this, but dealerships make money off of the financing too.
Keep.
And there's as much money there as there is on the sale of the car. So last time I looked, and I've been out of the business for 18 months now, and I know that shit changed because of inflation and used car prices and all this shit, but during normal times,
There you go.
the average markup on a used car nationally, according to NADA, was like $2,400.
Yeah.
And salespeople get paid, 20 to 30% of that, depending on the dealership and how their pay is structured and all of that. So they're really not making, you talk about 25% of $2,400
Costs, yeah.
on average. So that's where it is. Now, banks actually pay car dealerships,
To finance.
to finance, unless you have really bad credit. Hold on, I got a text. Let's see who it is.
Finance dealer.
That's what I was worried about. You motherfuckers tuned in? Anyways.
It's the
They're like,
mafia.
they just
so-
send two
Mafia.
eyes.
Yeah.
the
So
mafia.
here's the scenario I like to give: is you walk into the
That was
dealer,
clever.
you walk into the dealership and you say, Montana Fed's doing my financing. They gave me 3.25%. I don't want to talk to your finance manager. Just give me a purchase order and we'll take it to the bank. Well, a good salesman will say, hey, if your credit's really that great, we have better programs than that.
We'll get better numbers.
Yeah, we'll get better
Match
numbers. Yep, we'll match or beat that rate. Yeah, you know the spiel.
Oh,
What the finance manager's doing in the back office, I don't know if you knew this or not, is he's on the phone with his bank rep, calling him a motherfucker,
Yeah.
and saying, "Look here, you piece of shit," and he's negotiating.
Well, I have an awesome guy that I can reference, but I'll never mention his name. But
Good.
I just got the witness in the background that is the master at it.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. So they'll negotiate a 1.99 rate with like Capital One or Chase or somebody.
Yep.
And then they'll go out and then they'll show the customer a 2.99 rate. And they'll say, we got you 2.99, that's better than your 3.25.
Yep.
It saves you this much money on your payment. Here you go. It's completely
Happy.
it's completely legal. There's nothing illegal about it. It's not shady. It's just typically not like disclosed. We're not going to be like, yo, we're making 1% of your entire loan value in our pocket from the bank right now. Because then the bank pays it. There's a reserve structure, so it's not the full amount.
And it's common logic when it comes to business. You can't
Yeah.
be mad when you think plus volume. So that's what a bank thinks. I'm gonna hire these fuckers to do our fucking third man wheel, and we're gonna pay them to do it.
Right.
Exactly. And the bank knows too. So the bank will say, what's your buy, what's your sell. They want to know what you're going to what rate you're going to give that customer, because then they're calculating what their profit on the loan is.
Yeah.
Because they may have like a 60-40 split. So they might take 40% of that 1% on the entire loan, and if you finance a $60,000 truck, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yes,
1%'s a lot. So the bank's going to take 40%, put right in their pocket. The dealership's going to take 60% and put right in their pocket. So now that $2,400 used
Has
truck
been
deal
distributed.
it is much bigger. Yeah.
Yes.
And then of course you have, everybody knows they're going to try to sell you warranty, gap insurance.
Do you have any? So.
The miles, the
No,
XM
I
radio.
mean, like, honestly, because I actually do, some of that shit I do push, and I pushed it with a clear mind, you know what I mean? So I think that, if you have anything to offer with that, I think that will go a long ways too, because I always encourage that shit, actually.
Yeah, most of the warranties are good. Most
Yeah.
dealerships sell good warranties, especially good, big dealerships. There's probably some that don't sell good warranties, and I know there's bad warranty companies out there, like the people that call you on your phone all the time.
Bad warranty people.
Yeah, but at the dealership, man, they do sell legit warranties that will take care of your shit if it breaks. There's always exceptions. There's always fine print. There's always stuff they're not going to cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it usually has to do with shit that breaks all the time on that particular model.
Yeah.
I think
Most common shit.
Yeah, one that I ran into that was really weird was like I don't even remember what it was, like an EGR piece on a diesel truck.
Ford.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and they're like the warranty
I'm a
company.
Ford guy, dude.
The warranty company's like, we're not fucking paying for that. They break all the time on those. We'd be broke if we paid for them.
Yeah.
So the customer was pissed and like, you sold me this
Absolutely.
no good warranty. And
Yes, sir.
but yeah, most of them are really good and take good care. The
You
crazy
just gotta
thing
look
is
it over.
the crazy thing is on this, and I'll help you guys out with this. Everybody listening, is that everything at the dealership is negotiable, and that includes the price of the warranty. Please don't kill me, finance managers.
Oh my gosh.
So if you go in there and they're like, yes, $3,900 warranty, be like, no, I think it's a $1,900 warranty.
Oh.
Dude, I love you
Yeah.
so much, dude.
Your hot tips coming from Joshua Copeland.
So the people who truly tuned in, you really got some valuable information for your next car buy.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
You know what I
You gotta
mean?
give wheel
It was
tire
informative.
and
You
windshield
learn
protection.
something on the weekly bus.
That's
Actually,
what
the fans usually do learn quite a bit of random weird shit, but this was actually.
I've had a bunch of people watch the movie Yes Man. No, I'm just kidding. It's I Love You Man.
They fucking they learn a lot on the show, dude. So I think this was probably one of our most valuable pieces of information they could get.
That was pretty insider right there.
It was, dude.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? I've never given insider away because, it's kind of, we have code.
Right,
Yeah. So what he did, I loved every second because, it's well-deserved, I think. You know what I mean? And that's no offense.
I'm just for every bit of chaos anywhere. I don't know.
I honestly
It's not
will say
chaos.
right now, I still won't even think about looking into an auto market right now, and that's no offense.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
You mean as far as you buying a car? Or? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I will hold out for a while, man. I mean, as weird as because I just feel like gas will go down. Price of vehicle will go down. I mean, people are saying that is not. People aren't gonna buy then, dude. People won't buy. You know what I mean? And we'll end up seeing a pop. That will be the pop when people say, nope, I'm not buying no more.
So
Can't buy.
I saw an interesting post from a buddy of mine that's a millionaire the other day. He's super successful, came from the trailer hood and is a millionaire now.
Nice.
Sure.
And so the feds are raising the rates and the rates are going up, and his estimation is that just the increase in interest rate
Yeah.
will start costing people out of homes, so they won't be able to afford the payments anymore,
Yeah.
and it'll cool the housing market
Foreclose.
off. Not necessarily foreclose. If you have your rate locked, you're good.
Yeah.
But it'll pump the brakes on this super hot real estate market, and
Yeah.
it might actually have a positive effect. I don't know. I've got a lot of realtor friends. I haven't run it by any of them yet, but
That's interesting information, man.
yeah.
It sounds like good clause though.
Right,
Clause.
yeah.
Well, Montana's
Cause
gonna
and
be
effect.
fucking weird, dude.
Oh yeah, because we're
I'm
5
not-
years
I'm-
behind everybody anyways.
We can't blame fucking TV because it was coming our way. Every fucking state has their shows. We just fucking happened to get a lot of shine recently. And we did get a lot of people. But people are just sick of the countries. They're sick of cities, so they're finding a really good place to go. The Google, where's a dope place to go? Montana comes up.
Yeah, they're like Bozeman
so-
and Whitefish.
Yeah,
Perfect.
well, Kalispell being the #1 fastest growing city in the fucking nation, it's
Dude,
insane to me.
I went up there.
We grew up there, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when we go up there, we're like, holy fuck, this is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I have the Montana's largest class, 2007 Flathead Valley. I mean, Flathead High was Montana's largest class in history. It was huge. We had like fucking 1,700, maybe like 20.
Which is
it was
what-
like 2,100
which is
people or some shit. It was
exactly,
huge.
which is what pushed them to make
Glacier.
Glacier.
Because we were so fucking big, bro. And like now that we look over there, dude, it's a whole half new city, dude. Like we're like, holy
Yeah,
fuck.
my high school used to be in a field, dude. Now it's in
all
like the
city.
metropolis
Yeah,
area.
it's a metropolis
like, what the
area.
fuck,
Yeah,
dude?
Glacier's surrounded by city. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking nuts, dude.
The
It was
interstate
all
goes
miles,
right
bro.
by it now.
Yeah.
It's like-
Miles of nothing until like, or like at least
yeah,
a mile and
skipping
a half.
class, dude. You'd have to walk through fucking dirt.
Well, you can see it too. Anytime you go to Kalispell, you see all of the new
Fucking
new
insane.
highway coming in with all the traffic circles, and there's
Yeah.
nothing out there yet.
Yeah.
But you know they didn't build that because it looks cool.
Right.
Like
yeah.
they're
It's like
anticipating.
comparing, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like our aerial view is
They
awesome.
got that's why that city's going to be the biggest city in the
The whole
state,
valley
is because
too
they
is gonna be
prepared
wall
for
to
growth.
wall.
Right.
Unlike everywhere else.
Yeah.
Great Falls.
Yeah.
We need you as mayor for one. Can I voice my opinion as a voter?
Yeah. Absolutely.
We need you for new zoning for one. I know we need influence for one. We got a lot of old heads here that just refuse for change. Well, there's a lot of new money here, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of new growth coming our way. And if we don't change with it, we need fucking progressive minds. Whether it's fucking red, blue, or whatever. And if this county, if this state prefers more conservative, progressive mind, then I think they have found the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
thank
say
you. I
that, and I
appreciate
say
that.
that politically and educated. You know what I mean? I think we found a fucking guy that's progressive, and I am anyone who knows me, I fucking side with blue a lot. I used to be a Democrat, recently debranched, and now I have found myself somewhere in the middle. But I would vote red simply for you if you went red.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And I don't vote red.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's how I vote. If I know the name, maybe. If not, if I see it needs to be changed, and someone tells me it needs to be changed, I'll vote for that. whatever.
I'm gonna vote red for our new
best. It
sheriff,
sounds
dude.
terrible.
I'm gonna keep him in, bro.
Oh, I don't think he's running unopposed. So it was a primary only.
Really?
Yeah, he won.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I don't know if somebody can join in now. Like I don't know if you can.
No, I know.
I think it's too late.
Yeah, I missed it then.
I'm
I just
going
knew
in.
that he was campaigning.
Yeah,
I
Christian's
didn't know I
hats
missed
in
it.
the ring
Yeah,
now?
I
It was
missed
just
it.
a primary because another Republican ran against
I
him
do
for the
mine in the
Republican
mail.
seat.
I didn't get it. That's fucking weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, Christian says he throws his hat in.
Dude, I'm going in.
Fuck it.
You running for sheriff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lead
I think I'll
sheriff.
get it.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe next time he can radio back. to Conrad, hell yeah. Gang.
Golden State won.
Yeah.
Did you check?
No, but I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they won.
I was gonna say there's no
That sucks.
103 to 90. Yeah. Game over.
Game over.
Warriors in 6. Should have put money on it.
Everyone else did. I lost money.
Dang.
Cheers to my fucking opponent. Fucker. Anyways, dude, personal credit.
Yeah. What do you guys want to know?
What's important? I know that you know how to structure credit.
So,
I mean, dude, that you're
Best
winning.
way to build.
the best way to build? Yeah.
For starting from the bottom, what are you talking about? Because there's there are various ways to build. Are you in debt? Are you fucking
Right,
coming
yeah.
out the gate? Or
Just go clean slate. Just don't have good credit.
So clean slate,
You know,
no
collections,
credit, and like
doesn't say all collections are done. Whatever. You know.
yeah,
so zero credit,
New credit.
new credit.
New credit. Sure. We'll
Yeah,
start
new credit.
there.
So like you're 18 or maybe you're 20 now and haven't done anything credit
That's a good
wise.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good for our viewers, man.
I see a lot of
That's a
people.
demographic we have.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in that spot, and they want to buy that car, and they want to buy that house. Oh man, I got so much to touch on this one.
Yeah, cool.
So, the best thing that you can do, a lot of people can't get, credit. They can't get financing because they have no credit,
Yeah.
which is a lot of times is challenging to get financing. Is having bad credit, which
You
is,
hear about it. It's a common complaint.
Yeah. So
Unger. Oh, I'm sorry. Unger says throw your hat in the ring for politics around locally as well.
yeah, man, let's do it. Let's run.
Oh my hat. Oh no, fuck you, Dad. This is L.A.
He says, "Hey Tyler, you got the mind to make change. Don't too, bro. Don't not just Josh. For real. Don't cut yourself short."
throw my hat. Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the red cap. I was like, fuck you, dude. No, dude. I can't, bro. I unfortunately I caught felonies, dude, and voters don't vote for felons, man. So, unfortunately, I have great views and opinions, and I just can't voice those in a progressive way that will matter.
Dude, you should run and just like
It'd be weird, dude.
Do the Eminem thing. Just take the sting out the words before they can say them.
Hey,
Just come out on your first campaign thing. I'm a felon. This is what I did.
You might work, dude.
Yeah.
No,
Didn't
but
it work for
Mark,
I mean, how are they gonna?
I think if any community, it could work in this community.
Didn't it work for Ghost?
Um,
Worked for Ghost.
Power. Yeah, you're right about that, dude.
That's not. It's not real life, but it sounds real.
He's referencing the show Power
Power.
on Stars.
Oh, okay.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, you gotta watch it.
Jamie
It's
St.
fantastic.
Patrick is a fucking stud, dude.
Really?
He starts out, it's just a wild show. It's worth. No, but realistically, Jeff, I would love to jump back into politics. You know, as a level mind and as a different educated person now as an adult, I definitely would go back in if I ever had the opportunity. I'd go back to school and I'd finish out my political science degree.
Yeah.
Seriously, if I felt that was feasible, I already would have done it.
Yeah.
Legit. Thanks, Jeff. But no.
Thanks, Dad.
credit,
Yeah.
man.
So the best thing that you can do is, as early and as young as you can, is get a secured credit card. So that's where you give the bank or the credit card company $250 or $300, and then they give you a credit card that's worth $250 or $300. You still pay them interest on your own money, so that's really shitty.
Yeah.
But there's really not a whole lot else that you can do to get credit rolling and established. What you use that card for is you put gas in your car with it, and as soon as you put gas in your car with it, you pay it the fuck off.
Every time?
Every time. Yep. Gas.
So fill up, pay.
Fill it up and pay. Fill it up and pay. And you want to have a balance reported on it.
A
Rolling.
reoccurring paid balance.
Right, exactly. So it'll eventually show on the credit that you had a balance, it was paid. You had a balance, it was paid.
Oh,
And it'll give you
wise.
a credit score, and more importantly, it'll show payment history. So that's
That's how
what
you
we
do
want
it?
us to see good
No.
payment history.
For those who don't know, that's how
My-
you establish credit.
Right.
Credit
God damn
means
it.
that you're trusted to pay back what you loaned.
My
For
credit
those
went
short
from
term.
5.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't know
to
that. I don't know
0.
why they don't understand that, but most people don't get it. That's how
Yeah,
credit's
I got-
born.
Dude, I didn't get it until I was 30 years old, so
Me either, bro.
Like, when I
we
got-
just weren't taught that shit, bro.
no, I had like a 480 credit score when I got out of the Air Force.
Okay.
Because
Just
I've
kept
been
burning shit.
Yeah, I'd been divorced a couple times, and
Yeah.
you move and don't pay your fucking
You
phone
said a
bill.
couple times?
Oh yeah, Pam's my fourth wife.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
shit.
thank
Not-
you.
not- I mean, no
I would've
offense to
never-
anybody,
I
dude.
would've
Like, no,
never-
I mean, like, it is what it is, bro.
Right.
You move and learn because, I have 4 baby mothers.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a little different, but, like, same commitment.
right. Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Hey,
But you gotta
I relate.
you gotta keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? I see people get pretty bent out of shape about some stuff, and I'm like, man, like you can make it. I promise, because
Yeah.
I made it through some shit like that. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
totally. Resilient.
yeah, exactly. You gotta be resilient and yeah, not give up. Don't give up.
You just gotta
So-
pay attention to how that.
You really did recover.
Start
480 is
working.
that's fucking bad credit.
That is bad credit. Now I can buy whatever I want.
Yeah, dude, that's what you keep fucking saying. So I'm like in rebuild. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not that bad, but I'm in rebuild and fucking I feel it, dude. Like I feel the constraints, I feel the fucking like effort. I'm like, dude, I get it, motherfuckers, dude. Like, and we're such a gnarly inflation, so it feels even fucking worse.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, your dollar's not going as far, so
really
paying off
as
old
far.
debts is
yeah, you're like,
it's
fuck, dude,
painful.
like it is so fucking painful.
Yeah.
So like inflation doesn't affect you if you're not in debt. I mean, you pay a little more so that you just don't feel it. I mean, you see it, but you don't feel it. When you're in fucking debt, you feel inflation so much more. Like you're like, fuck, dude, I needed that to breathe, dude. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Yeah.
So it does feel like fucking you have nothing coming from. So when I hear stories like, fuck, I came from 480, dude, and I can do anything I want right now. And I know that's not a lie. That's fucking facts. That's factual shit.
I'll be riding in my new truck here any day.
Well,
As
I
soon
was
as
curious to
fucking
what
get
you were
here.
driving, actually, dude.
I drove my Jeep over here. I've got a Jeep that
What
I've had for a
happened
couple
to
years.
the Ram?
I got rid of that when the
Oh.
used car market went crazy because I got more for it than I paid for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
it. And so it took a while to get established in my new job. And Pam moved in with me, so we consolidated all the vehicles because I've got my Jeep that I refuse to get rid of. Most people don't even know I own a Jeep or have ever seen me in it because I never drive it.
Nice. What kind is it? Is it like a CJ or like
It's
FJ?
a JK. It's an 08 JK.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's down there. We'll have to check it out. I locked my
I
keys
will.
in it. In fact, you're going to have to help me get in it.
Fine.
Thank you.
I don't know if he referenced me. That's funny, man. No, I picked that up from qualities from the car dealership.
Right, exactly. I knew you'd be helpful.
That's cool, dude. Like fucking. So, what is your new truck gonna be then? What did you get?
The new 2022 Tundra.
Do you know what I thought you were
Nice.
gonna fucking say the way I seen your mouth wording it?
What's that?
I thought you were gonna say like TRX.
Oh.
Dude, I really did. I think it's a 2020 TRX.
I thought-
Like, no fucking way.
I thought about it really hard.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I'm a Raptor Ford. I'm a Ford fanatic, dude. There ain't a whole lot of things that anything lures
It's
me.
the same
You know,
Right.
regular F-150.
You know how-
it's a fucking Raptor.
you have that one, that one woman. You're one woman. I mean, that's me for Ford, like car and vehicles wise. I'm a one brand guy. I like Fords.
I'm
dude.
not. I'm a slut.
I
I love them all.
And I'm not that way, dude. Like Chevy can't lure me. Chevelles are cool, but I would never buy a Chevelle for a Ford. You know what I mean? Like I'm just weird like that.
Jeff wants to know what color it is.
It's white.
And
That's,
figures-
that's all Josh drives.
that's
Is white
figures-
trucks.
figures.
Yep.
No. So when I seen the TRX come on though, I was like, holy shit, that's a motherfucking truck, dude. That truck. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love the Dodge's new looks, dude. Like they look aggressive, dude. Like they didn't really swap it up too much, but it looks way cooler, dude.
Yeah.
I think they're the most aggressive,
So
coolest looking truck.
my buddy bought one for his wife as their as for her wedding present, and he bought her a Raptor also. But the Raptor
Holy
is like
shit.
back ordered, not here yet.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, fuck, I'm not gonna have it by the wedding. So he found a place that had a TRX with like 7,000 miles on it or something. So he scooped it up.
Probably paid way over more because it's fucking used right now.
Yeah, he
Right.
got a good deal on it. He knows the dealer and everything.
Smart,
So he's gonna keep them both. As soon as the Raptor gets here, he's gonna let her drive both, and then obviously he's gonna drive both and decide. So I should have a good comparison. You have to get back with me in a few months, and I can tell you which one's better.
Oh no,
But
I'm
it's the
excited for that,
TRX.
dude. You think so?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Well, the third gen Raptor is pretty sweet though.
It is,
yeah.
dude. It is. Like the second gen Rap sucks, dude. But like,
I
Dude,
love
the
that
new- the
first
new
gen
Rap-
though.
they did so well. I mean, but
As
the
the
engine that they had
Aesthetically.
on those fuckers suck, dude. The new ones are
Aesthetically,
just stupid.
aesthetically,
Yeah.
I like that.
They're stupid. The new ones are just so fucking dope, man. Anything EcoBoost really is sick as fuck.
And the new Tundra has a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6.
I like
Dude, what version of that Tundra did you get?
It's a limited TRD.
Oh, you got
Nice.
a nice one.
Yeah,
man.
it's
the
a nice
TRDs
one.
are so sick, dude.
Yeah.
I love TRD. Like, I'm not a big Toyota guy, dude, but their fucking TRD packages are so fucking.
I have to
smooth.
give like longevity to Toyota. I've
He used to be a Toyota fan. What happened?
What do you mean?
Like,
I
are you
like
still-
Toyota. I
Yeah.
like Toyota. It's not my favorite vehicle.
He's a Ford guy. Don't get him wrong, but like he likes Toyota.
But
a
I
lot,
like
too.
Toyota.
Yeah.
But I really love Jeep and I like the Gladiator.
Do you?
Yeah, I like
Yeah?
that. I like the square, dude. I don't know. Fuck
It's
it.
such a long ass truck, dude.
It is, yeah.
Fucking thing's huge, like limo, dude.
You know what I see all the time, and I just want to like pull the driver out and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Is when people put the toppers on them. Like, why didn't why didn't you just buy a
do that?
Jeep?
Yeah, why did you do that? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
so
buy a Jeep.
ugly, dude.
Yeah,
It's so fucking.
Oh
ugly.
yeah,
Big
I
ass
think
limo.
I'd leave. As I was saying, I'd leave mine hardtop.
yeah. I want to buy a Jeep with a bed so I could turn it back into a Jeep.
I hate the way Jeeps ride,
Yeah.
dude.
They're miserable.
They are miserable rides,
Yeah.
dude. You gotta get a Jeep for strictly off road shit, dude.
Yeah.
They're there for fun, dude.
Yep. That's why I don't drive it. Actually, you
yeah,
pulled
the
it out.
Grand
of me.
Cherokee's so leisure.
Like
dude. Come
as
on.
a salesman, you
They're
like when the girls like
comfortable. Grand
"Oh, Jeep,"
Cherokees
I'm
are
like, "No,
comfortable.
you
Yeah.
I got two.
Yeah.
don't." You
Yeah.
don't, dude. I'm
They're-
promising you.
Their most popular vehicle, the Grand Cherokee, comfortable. I don't care.
The Grand Cherokee's nice.
Those are nice
I had
rides.
one of those.
Those
Yeah.
are nice rides. They
If-
even ride
right,
smooth. I think they're
ideally-
gonna do like something like that. That's
Ideally,
nice.
if I could get two vehicles right now, if I could, one honestly would be that electronic family Mustang. So family.
Are we talking feasible, like reasonable money?
Uh,
If I could have any vehicle in the world, or are we
I'm just talking about like two
reasonable vehicles?
nice, sick
I
ones.
get the Ford Maverick.
What is that? I saw
It's an
somebody.
electric truck. It's $25,000.
Oh,
Oh
I've
wow,
seen
that's
two
cheap.
of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Huh?
I get the Ford Maverick, dude.
I've seen two of them.
They're electric, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
are
have
those those little
electronic
things?
four-door
Fucking
Mustangs
sick,
right
dude.
now.
It's
It's like smaller than a
Yeah.
Ranger.
Little smaller than
Yeah.
Ranger.
Okay.
I love the new Rangers and I love the new Colorado. I've owned a new Colorado.
The Maverick.
But I got the piece of shit version of the Colorado. I got the 4-cylinder. It's a piece of shit.
Oh.
Now, if I would have got the fucking V8 Colorado, that would have been sick, dude. Those
Oh,
fuckers
yeah.
are sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah. That was the first Chevy I bought.
I almost forgot
I'm
you
like,
had that.
I remember that.
I'm like, fuck that Chevy, dude. I hate
Yeah.
Chevys, dude.
You had that when you worked across
I
the street
bought.
from
I
me.
broke my pride to buy that fucker, dude. And then when it was so gutless, dude.
Yeah.
It would not. whoever put a 4-cylinder in that size of a truck is a fucking idiot, dude.
They did it for like
Longevity
Chevy for
and
you.
you know what I mean.
well, like delivery trucks and
yeah.
shit. Like
That's
retail
what Chevy
parts
did.
stores.
It would have lasted
rips.
forever.
It's like, Christian Chevy rips.
I'm like, no, fuck.
Shout out to the old
This is
police
so
vehicle.
fucking shitty for me. And then I got the diesel. That was a horrible idea, dude.
They're so expensive to maintain
Tyler's like,
and
I'm
drive.
diesel now. I was like, yeah.
Well, no, I
Right
wasn't
on.
proud of it because I knew I was making a hard choice on that truck, but I
He
just
was.
hated that fucking Colorado so much, dude. And I just wanted a Ford, and I
Yeah.
wanted something with power after that. I'm like, I need.
Would you get
fucking
a Would you
power.
get
I
a
didn't get
6.0?
I never
Oh,
said my
no.
second
It was a
vehicle.
miserable
by
choice,
the way.
dude.
Oh yeah. What was your
That
second dream
Ford,
vehicle?
that 4-door Mustang right now. I just
For
like.
all the Mach E.
Yeah.
Have you seen fucking
It's
Hoonigan's
cool.
version of that?
Oh no, I gotta look that up.
Holy
Yeah, me too. I love
shit,
Hoonigan
bro.
videos.
Oh yeah, we got.
And then the other one is the
Ken Block
Track Up
rips
Jeep.
that, dude.
Is
That's
the
a
what?
Grand Cherokee. Track Up.
Oh yeah,
That baby's screaming.
I wish that my wife would like something like that. I'm like,
The
why don't we get
SRT
like a,
track on? Would they make it like a badass version of the fucking?
Dude, that
it's a
thing-
Grand Cherokee with a Hellcat motor.
Fucking
So it's like an
kids.
SRT then.
It's faster than the SRT.
It smokes them in Chicago like nightly.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's
it goes,
faster than the
bro.
Lamborghini Urus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I love what they do with it because Dodge is like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care about this
Yeah, them
retarded
bitches
stuff
scream,
that you
dude.
keep talking about gas mileage. We don't care.
Yeah, they'll go that way eventually, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But right now it's cool. It's like
Right
the
now
last
it's
of an
awesome.
Era. Yeah,
It
it's
is,
the
yeah.
last of an era, dude.
Right.
Josh, you have a story.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
how
hear it.
does it go? And did it go? How does it go?
Let's back up to the personal credit for a second. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
that we
yeah.
went all the way down that
Oh
road
my god,
before we
perfect.
started
Oh
talking
my God,
about
yeah,
cars.
Sorry.
And
But
then
Raptors can't tow shit.
yeah,
They're not meant to tow, Josh.
they're meant to jump.
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. And then he's right. I will.
Hold on, I
They're
gotta
meant
refill.
to jump. That is true though.
They're meant to have it fucking fun, Jeff.
You can tow something with them.
Yeah, you can tow a boat.
Yeah, a sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to jump that too.
Oh man.
Jeff, what the fuck? You're the camper guy, man. We're trying to have fun, dude.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on.
Google it. How much do the Raptors tow?
Yeah, how much?
Post it in the comments. We want to see. So
I'll
credit.
probably
I kind of
just
disclosed my
too.
my credit score.
Yeah.
And back in the day was the 480.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously not that now.
Yeah. When I got out of the Air Force, that's where I was sitting at. It was really miserable. So if we talked about doing the secured credit card,
Yep.
paying it off. I actually added my kids to my
I'm talking
Apple
about doing that for Brady.
credit card.
Yeah.
And then
What age can you start doing that?
I think 14.
14, right?
Yeah, 14. I want
Yeah.
to say.
I just want to be right. I didn't want to say it and be wrong.
Yeah, so I put my wife on it, and then sure as shit it started showing up on her credit report, and she's not on like the application. I just gave her access to it through our family
Right.
Apple sharing app.
Then they'll come out the gate with an 800.
Yeah, fuck yeah, because I always send my kids to the store. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
go get me some Pepsi. I live over by the IGA, and I'm like, run over there and get some
Might
chicken.
as well.
This is
right?
something I learned
Yeah.
recently too. Like as soon as I can, I'm getting Brady because right now he's 13, so he's not quite there yet. But I got him a Cash App card, so he's
Yeah.
learning the fine balance of money right now.
Right, yeah.
And he's learning the transfer and the send money and organizing his finances, and he can watch him. You know what I mean? So now next step is we're gonna add him to a credit card. So I was wondering if it was 14 because I thought it might have been 16 as well. But I think you're right. It is 14 because that's
Yeah.
what my brain's ringing too.
Well,
And
my
then when
son's
they-
not 16 yet, and he's on it. So
Yeah, and
Nice.
it has to be 14.
Yeah,
and
it's
so-
14.
and then they can ring right into fucking 800 credit scores and get whatever the fuck they want. But they have to do it responsibly. You got to teach them finance.
Right. Well, you can set the cool thing about the app, and this is not a plug for Apple or whatever, but is that you can set a limit, so he can't spend more than $25.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
that's smart, dude.
Yeah. But I just I'm like, yo, run to the store and we need bread, we need milk, go grab it real quick. And then
Oh,
he
that's
uses
really
his cell
smart,
phone
man.
and pays for it right there, so I don't have to worry about him losing a debit card, dropping cash, getting robbed.
That's fucking smart, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know anything about the
Apple
spending
Pay?
limit.
That's
I
awesome.
know
Yeah.
all about the Apple Pay and shit
Dude, I-
because
I just
you
have
know,
a bank account
We
for
have
my
we have a
daughter,
family
she's
network,
7.
me and my wife. That's what we use when she can
Damn.
watch my finances. That's how I get in trouble all the time.
Yeah.
We're the Apple crew of this motherfucker.
He will not join us.
Dude, he
I mean,
needs
he's
it.
starting to
He
learn the
Well,
luxuries though.
Yeah, with the
I mean,
iPad.
I think
That's,
once.
what do you
We-
mean?
do
If
you
I
know
could
what-
have a Samsung tablet,
Do you
I'd
know what I
prefer
feel like is? and this is no jab at anybody. This is just a personal
I
reference.
don't like their interface.
I'm gonna diss
Dude,
people for a minute,
I
but I don't mean
fucking-
it. It's
I
not a
get down
personal
on
jab.
Apple.
But what I'm gonna
Dude,
say
it's
is
so
that
much
I feel like
easier.
Android, to me, is like they give the poverty a nice version of a rich person's phone.
Yeah.
So like we'll give you Samsung.
Damn, that was a
You
little,
guys
that
rip
was a
our
little sharp.
technology off. What do you mean?
We'll give you Samsung. Now hold on. We'll give you Samsung, and we'll give you all the tech, but it's like a half version of the real tech.
You don't give us tech though.
Now you guys may have an idea, but we run with it and make it 5 times better.
You literally steal our chips.
Is that not
and
right?
Especially
And
on the phone,
re-engineer
dog,
them.
it's
Dude,
the
we don't have
interface
the
is-
crashes or the
easy.
usage drops. Nothing.
You
Apple's
guys-
so much better.
You
than
know, you guys
find.
steal our chips.
It's refund. No, actually, you do ours. You had our
Dude, they're
contract.
made.
You built their phone.
Dude,
That's how you built
it's
the
made
Samsung.
in house.
Galaxy came
Apple.
after iPhone because you had a contract. Samsung had a contract to build our screens and our chips,
That was it.
and they stole the design of an iPhone
No,
legally.
Apple
By
stole.
Oh yeah, there was a
That was
huge
a real
lawsuit.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Apple
remember that.
stole it.
No,
No,
Yes, they
Samsung got the shit suit out of them
Yeah.
over it.
sued at him because
Yeah.
they stole the patent from Apple when they were building their shit. That's how Galaxy was born.
Sorry.
Google
Yep.
it.
Yep.
No, I'm talking recent.
We run this shit, dog. Apple runs this bitch, bro, for a reason.
No.
That's why they're the most
they
valuable
just
company in the
ripped off
fucking
Intel
world.
like 2 years ago.
That's why they're the most valuable company in the world.
Fucking
is Apple.
undertech Samsung.
Dude, Apple's new chips that they're making in house, the M1s.
It's sick as fuck, dude.
Dude, they're beating
Next
Intel.
level, it's top tier.
Their shit, yeah, fucking top.
Apple
notch.
runs the fucking tech world.
And dude,
Tesla
now,
behind it.
dude, and now
right
they're
now.
coming out
Like,
with
they're
the
coming out
M2,
next.
M2
Tesla's
chips.
gonna build phones
Yeah.
and all that
this
shit,
next
man.
like
and their
6
chips.
months, and that shit takes the M1 and says "fuck you."
It
Like,
does,
that's
dude.
a piece of shit.
It does.
Now we got this shit. Like, dude, they're like, yeah.
Next thing
crazy.
on personal credit, you added your kids.
Oh yeah. Getting out of debt. So you kind of started down the road a little while ago before we ended up wherever we went.
Yep.
On having bad credit and managing and leveraging that and being able to get out of debt and I'll bleed that into my personal story because I see a lot of people in that situation and I have a lot of friends, in similar situations. So I got out of the Air Force, 480 credit score. I had a job that was supposed to pay me all this money and shit. I moved to Arizona, put a deposit on a rental house. It was like $2,000 a month.
Oh yeah, I recall part of this story.
It was really nice. You probably know my Texas story, but not my Arizona story.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I went down there and the dude stopped paying me and disappeared. Like after my third paycheck.
Oh shit.
No, no.
And he ed me like $10,000. Like it was a legit good money making opportunity. The guy that owned the company was just a dick. So
Damn.
at what was I 29, 30, 31, somewhere in there. I ended up picking up the phone and calling my mom and be like, Mom, me and the kids need a place to crash. Like, I need a house right now.
Yeah.
So I drove up. She lived about 100 miles away, so I drove up. And I lived on my mom's couch, with my wife at the time and my kids. And I don't know if you can, maybe I appreciate shit more because of what I've lost. You know what I mean?
I think that's
Like,
a fucking
that
fantastic
was-
way of looking at shit.
That was one of the most humbling experiences, and it happened to me a couple times. That was the
Rock
first
bottom,
time.
and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is when you realize you have nothing left and you have to go up from here.
Right. So, in the Air Force, I'd done most recently had done welding and construction and shit, and so I started looking for welding jobs, and they were like $12 an hour, $13 an hour, and I was like, fuck, that's. I thought that would be a way more valuable skill. But here's what I see, I see a lot of people now, I went to school for this. I have training in that. My passion is, to be a CNA, or my passion is to be a welder, or I really want to be whatever. Look, put that the fuck aside. Your passion should be to feed your family.
Fuck yeah.
And your passion should be to accomplish your goals and your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And if that happens to be career related, then go for it. But for most people, it's not. For most people, their goals and dreams revolve around either physical things. They want a nice car, they want a nice house, right?
Shit, yeah.
Or non-materialistic. They want to take care of a sick family member. They want to raise their children in a better environment than they were raised in.
Instead of being selfish and bettering the ones that dude, hold on. Can I take a piss real quick and then I have something deeply to add to that.
Oh
actually,
man,
dude.
you got to pee already?
Yeah, dude.
Oh boy.
Come here, girl. Or guy.
All right.
Dude, I've
Alright.
already pissed 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead without me. Go ahead.
How is it going, sir? We'll just
Oh, you
kick
keep
on
going.
the side show.
Okay, so
Yeah, sure.
you want me to keep going?
Yeah. What? I mean,
Dang.
I was
you
just
really
gonna kick
interrupted
on the
me.
side shit and say
Yeah, I was
hello.
gonna say where were you? Because I forgot. So I'm all.
Oh no, I've got it
I'm
now.
all
But
right
we'll
now.
wait longer and then I'll forget again.
We could go back to store. Tell me a story of selling cars. Well, that's your funniest.
I've got a lot. Probably one of the craziest is this old man was driving in this old, it was nice, but it was like an 80s model Chevy pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
And he's driving around the lot and he's got this little Pomeranian dog with him whose name was Winston. That's not important to the story, but
Cool that you still know.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I still remember the dog's name, but fuck that old man, I forgot his name. So anyways, he's driving up
Call
and
him
down
Bruce.
and I'm like, hey, you know, what are you
Bruce
doing?
and
How can I help you? You want to buy a car? You know, the whole shit you go through. And he's like, oh, I'm just looking. And he gets out of his truck and he's on oxygen. He's carrying his little oxygen bottle.
Mhm.
And he's like, I just really want like my last car, something kind of hot, you know, something cool. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I feel that. That's good, you know.
Yeah.
And we get up to this AMG Mercedes that happened to be on the lot. Like, it
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
like an S63 or anything
Okay.
stupid, but it was one of the quicker ones, you know.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, this is real nice. And he's walking around it. This is really nice. And, you know, just all the things that you expect somebody who's actually car shopping to say. And I was like, well, let's take it for a test drive. And he's like, oh my gosh, I would love to, yeah. And so, like, I had asked him some, like, buying questions, like, if we find you your perfect car, you know, are you going to be financing it? Are you paying cash today? And he led me to believe that he would be paying cash or financing. Maybe he could do both. And that's usually a good indication to a salesman. Anybody that comes in and says, I'm paying cash, is never paying cash, or very rarely.
Right.
Yeah, very rarely. Or the person, I'm waiting on a settlement. Those are my favorite. But anyway, so this guy,
Oh,
he was kind of open to either option, finance or pay cash. And so we get in this, you know, like, geez, this is probably 2014. So this is like a $35,000 used Mercedes, which is, you know, a significant amount of money. So we pull off the lot, and he pulls onto 10th Avenue South and proceeds to drive about 20 miles an hour.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh, and guess where I am? The back seat, because fucking Winston's riding up front.
Oh my god.
Winston was the Pomeranian, you missed that time.
Yeah.
So Winston's sitting in the front seat.
What was it? Bruce and Winston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called him Bruce.
So I was like, this motherfucker. So we're driving, and I'm like starting to get nervous because I'm like, we're going to get run over. Like somebody's going to run us off the road in this car as we're doing 20 miles an hour up 10th. He does 20 miles an hour all the way up to where the Walmart is now. And I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it wasn't there at that time. And that was just like the drop dead edge end of town right there, right?
Yeah.
We're doing 20. We get to that. This motherfucker floors it and does not let go until the rev limiter kicks in. Like a mile and a half later, and we're doing 160 miles an hour. And I'm in the back seat, and I'm like, dude, slow the fuck down. And he's like driving with his hand under the wheel like this, and he's like,
Oh my god.
No.
He's going,
dude.
oh, this is real smooth. This is driving so nice. And I'm like, pull the fuck over. Like, you're gonna fucking kill us.
That guy didn't give a fuck, dude. He,
No.
he could barely breathe as it is. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
He takes a left. He takes a left at the flashing lights.
Dude, old people are scary as fuck
Dude,
around
he
here.
hits those curves out there like 80 and 90 miles an hour. And I'm like, dude, stop. Like, let me
Sounds
drive.
like I'm driving.
Yeah, so we get back to the dealership, and I must look like pale as a fucking
I
ghost.
bet, dude.
And I get out of this car, and I was like, all right, man, come inside. She's all yours. We're writing her up. And he throws the keys at me, and he goes, I'd never buy that fucking piece of shit. And
Oh my
gets in his
God.
truck and leaves. I was like, what the fuck
You
just
made me
happened?
shit-
Yeah.
You made me shit my pants and then you're off on this.
Yeah.
Dude,
A
that's
free
cool.
fucking
That's
drive.
So-
He's probably done it at every fucking shop in
Yeah,
town.
I was a fairly new salesman. I was like, the sales manager's gonna murder me. Like, I am so fucking done. And I'm walking like head hung low, walking back up because they knew that I took the Mercedes for the fucking test drive. It was one of the most expensive cars on the lot at the time, minus the big truck. So
And there's an anxiety behind that, by the way.
Oh,
you
dude.
want to sell the motherfucker, dude, but you know that like half the motherfuckers, more than half, 98% of the motherfuckers ain't gonna buy it.
Right.
So when you go out there to view a fucking nice car, dude, you're like, fuck, dude. So when he is already going to test drive it, there's already
Yeah, there's high expectations. So I'm walking in and I'm like, I might get fired over this. Like, I don't know. As I'm walking up to the building, we had a golf cart for a little while that was there. This fucking kid sitting in the golf cart, one of the other salesmen, he was a young guy. Trent, he's still a really good friend of mine. Do you know Trent Wasserman?
No, I don't.
Hey, Trent, fuck you. I just called you out. I'll always call him out on this one. He's sitting in this golf cart, and somehow or another, it's in reverse. And he, like, inadvertently floors it and drives it through the glass, like, into the showroom. And I was like,
the timing.
I went in and told the sales manager, I was like, the guy that I just drove that Mercedes in basically told me to get fucked, but Trent crashed the golf cart.
The car gods.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Oh, I was so lucky.
The salesman fucking, I'm telling you, he
He
belongs on Mount
inadvertently
Rushmore,
just
dude.
floors it.
Yeah.
His story validates why his head's on Mount Rushmore, dude.
Right,
He's just blessed with the gods of salesmen.
The
dude.
car gods parted the clouds. They're like, you weren't supposed to get that customer. Let's wreck Trent here to save you.
Here's your pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he's laughing at you.
That's fucking funny, dude. I was scared, dude. Because, like, the only time that I was legitimately scared on the test drive was an old lady, dude. And she was cool. He started, like, just like you were saying, just cool, man. You're like, we get through town. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a fucking fairly easy ride. Nah. We hit bootlegger, bro. And there's that straightaway right off the bat, right? She's like, you want me to have some juice? You want me to see what this thing can do? I'm like, yeah. I mean, you encourage it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Punch it. Give it a little bit of juice. She's like, whoa. I was like, oh, shit, here we go. And this is a fairly nice ride, too. I can't remember what the fuck we were driving. I think it was either that blue Challenger or it was, like I think that green Mustang or something. And we're gone. And I was like, okay, here goes 60. There goes 70. There goes 80. I was like, all right. Now I'm looking at you. They don't want to say anything because you want to sell the fucking car, right? I'm like, yeah, all right, have fun. Get to know it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to, you know. But she's shifting gears, you know what I mean? I can't remember. I want to say it was that Mustang, dude. Because I think...
She was banging?
Yeah, dude, because I want to say she was shifting if I
Randy's
remember right,
getting it, dude. Hell yeah.
And I remember, like, thinking, like, all right, so she's driving good. We're just going on the straight. I was like, we got corners coming up. So should I warn her or does she know where she's gone? Fuck it, I'm not going to offend her if I warn her. Hey, we got some corners up there. She's like, I know.
She starts going faster.
I swear to God, dog, I swear to God.
I know.
You know, like, you're like, you know, you already shot. I was thinking, I was like, I won't offend her if I correct her and let her know. You know, so I told her. She fucking corrects me. She hits that fucking corner. I'm like, dude, I swear to God, she thinks she's top gunner, so she even banks herself into the seat. I was like, oh man, I was like, all right. So I thought we were having a good time. I was like, oh shit, we're having a good time. She's like, this car's not handling that good. And I'm like, dude, I don't do that. It had to be the Mustang, dude. So, and I'm thinking, I'm like, after that, either way, it was a nice car. I'm like, this thing handles fine, dude. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just the way you're driving it.
Oh my God.
It was a horrible move to say as a fucking salesman for when you don't comment on someone's driving skills. And she's like, what's your name? And I said, I'm sorry. I said, that came out wrong. And, dude,
Oh, God,
you wouldn't believe it. I didn't sell that car.
And maybe you
I was fucking
driver.
scared, bro. I thought we were gonna fucking die, dog.
I know.
So funny.
It's true though, man. That's a real story. That was the only time that I've been really fucking scared when I sold the car. I was like, fuck, dude.
Grandma's just
'cause she's
flying
dude,
bootlegger.
you know when you ride the edge so well, you can see the small asphalt lift. You know,
Yeah.
like, dude, if that tire catches that, we're dying today.
This is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not anywhere told she's over the white line. Rather than the yellow.
Next slide. Do we have one?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So let's knock out most of these because we kept this man for long enough, I think. So
Grandpa's got to go to bed. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, I got one for you.
All right.
Favorite rock band / top 3 favorite rock bands.
Ooh.
From rock and roll.
That's a fucking awesome question.
That is an awesome question. I'm going to have to say Shinedown.
As one?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, man, I love Shinedown.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That's a curveball.
That's the first I've ever heard that.
Really?
That's a
That's-
curveball.
Ever
What
in
did you guys
history.
expect?
I don't know. Tool.
Creed.
Fuck off. Creed.
Nickelback, maybe.
Well, we're done.
Says
What?
Creed.
Nickelback's good.
I thought
Creed
they
was
were-
Creed was on the edge. Nickelback is
Creed
top
had
tier.
some bangers, to be
music.
fair. Let's not
Like-
shoot them in their foot.
Right. No, they did.
I
for
mean, what
sure.
the he's like, arms wide open.
Oh my god, it's one song.
I don't know, that shit was tight.
Good one.
Did better.
Yeah. So top 3
Yeah.
rock bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tool's got to be number 2.
Oh, fuck, yeah,
yeah.
dude. Let's get some of
Yeah.
that, baby. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
And man, you know what? I just really like the early 2000s.
Grungy or
Yeah.
or like
So, like,
Limp Bizkit?
Chili's?
Like, yeah.
I like both actually. So yeah, like Limp Bizkit,
Korn.
Yeah, Korn, Chevelle,
Dude, me too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a grunge head,
Um,
dude. So if I listen to rock, I like grunge a lot. And that-
Default.
even that-
A lot. That was a really overlooked group, I think. Default.
I don't even know
So
one song.
Yeah, they were kind of a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, my major, like, essence with rock, dude, is...
Tool, Creed,
I think
Nickelback,
early
and Alice
90s was,
Cooper, he
like, too
says.
much for me, like, because I was still, like,
Yeah.
a Motley Crue, and I
Yeah.
wasn't into that shit, dude, but that's too early for me to even enjoy anyway.
Guns N' Roses
I
rock.
was born in 89,
Fucking
so when I
yes.
came up and started to
They
enjoy
rock.
shit, I actually, like, for rock, for me, what got me into rock in general was Rob Zombie. I was like, this
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
fucking sick, dude.
I
You
didn't
know what I
discover it till I was older,
Like,
like
you know,
in my 20s.
like that was it for me because I was
Yeah.
young. My uncle, that makes sense. You're a little older than me. My uncle was 14 years older than me, and he loved Tool and Rob Zombie and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So and then I liked Marilyn Manson after that, and then I graduated to that, and then I started liking Korn and Limp Bizkit, and
Right.
all that shit started mixing because I loved hip hop at a young age. I loved
Yeah.
hip hop from 3 years old.
Right.
I love rock, and so you got Tool, you got Shinedown Tool. What was your third?
All early 2000s.
You picked the genre.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I like that.
So Three Doors Down then.
That's not grunge.
No, it's not grunge. I didn't mind Three
They could
Doors
be.
Down though.
They're good.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pop. That's alternative. Like
Pop?
That's not pop.
That's not
It's
pop.
Three
rock.
Doors
Not
Down is
pop.
pop rock.
Pop
pop
rock?
It's
That's pop
Is that
rock.
pop rock?
it's
Yeah.
not pop.
No,
rock.
that's like
I'm
mid
gonna be
metal.
your
No,
Superman. Da, da, da. You think that's rock?
Okay,
That's-
maybe that one song.
Come on, dog. None of that
That-
was rock, bro. I want somebody like solely that's gonna beat your fucking
Linkin
ass,
Park?
dude. That I consider that rock.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
I like Linkin
That's-
Park. Yeah.
I fuck with that.
But is that in your...
Anybody that
Oh,
made
yeah.
Woodstock '99 rock, hip hop, or fucking country, you're metal as fuck, bud. You know what I mean? If you could walk out of
All in
Woodstock
together,
'99,
man.
So this might be
So the
surprising,
rest of
or
us-
maybe it won't be surprising. My favorite music genre is classic country.
such
See,
as
So like
Yo.
Waylon.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fuck with
Like
that.
outlaw
I fuck
country?
with that.
Yeah,
shit.
oh yeah, so
Which
outlaw
one?
country's my shit.
What he's
Okay,
talking
so I
about,
like
the
I
old
love
classic
outlaw
country.
Yeah.
Oh, like
old
some
yeah.
Waylon.
good shit from
Alright.
like the
Oh,
70s.
The good old boys.
Yeah, Ray
Yeah,
Price. Yeah.
To be
Good
fair,
shit.
I just said so. I'm not a huge country guy, but I know a lot of country. We grew up on country. You know, our folks like country as well. You know, and we're also born from Montana. We were raised in 2 different states, but to be fair, we had a lot of country around us as well. I don't like country myself. I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to country, but I love a lot of country artists.
Yeah.
Gene, I love country
I just
music.
happened to get fucking. My old lady went out of her way, dude. Like we don't do a lot of shit together, not as a couple ever. We have kids. We have fucking. We just or we do it solo because it's cheaper. It's easier that way. I'm going to Kenny Chesney live up front, and that would be the only artist that I would travel for and pay expensive tickets for country wise.
Yeah.
So,
Kenny-
dude, it was
Kenny
a dream
Chesney's
come true.
awesome. He's,
Yeah,
al-
My
he's always
first
telling people
my first
that I look
concert
like
was
him.
Travis Tritt.
No, you look like Ryan Reynolds, dude.
I know.
That is
Everybody
true.
says that shit.
You-
That's so funny.
I have a friend now, like, cause I was posting, they're like, dude, that dude looks like Ryan Reynolds. I was like, he gets that. That's a real thing, dude.
Ryan Reynolds is tall as fuck, though.
He is.
I offered to fight him on TikTok. Like I put out this challenge.
Would you fight him though?
Well, so it
Bare
got
knuckle?
like
No, we've talked about this
it got
before.
like tens of thousands of views.
I'll film it.
And then I looked it up and I was like, all right, let's see how big this bitch actually is. That fucker's like 6'2".
6'4",
Yeah,
6'3" or
6'2",
something like
yeah.
that.
And I was like,
He's gotta be 260.
I immediately retract my statement about Mr. Reynolds.
I know he's about 205 pounds too. I
He-
don't think he's no chump, dude. He's,
No, yeah, I wouldn't fight him
I
anymore.
thought he was
Yeah.
built.
No, he's stacked, bro. He's
Yeah.
fucking in really good shape, bro.
I thought maybe he was like my height, and I was like, yeah, I'd throw down.
You know,
with him.
everyone like
I'd
uses
throw
the,
down
the
with
Channing
bro.
Tatum
Yeah.
body and shit. Ryan Reynolds is fucking that dude.
Yeah, he's fit. He's super fit. Yeah.
super dude fit. He fits the like.
So
that
is
super
Chris
headline.
Evans.
So if Ryan Reynolds ever watches this, I'm sorry for that TikTok video. It's been deleted.
So is Mark
Okay,
Wahlberg.
I got a question then,
Dude,
because we have already answered
Wahlberg's
ours.
fucking
Hey,
yo,
who would you
dog.
fight, Christian celebrity-wise? Who'd you pick? You know mine. What's yours? Who'd you pick? Who'd you pick again?
Fuck, I don't remember who it was.
Was it Clint Eastwood?
I said
And he's
that-
like 90.
No. Like I think who said somebody said Clint Eastwood? Maybe it was Gage.
I think it was Gage. Fuck, I don't remember. who I
Like
said.
like prime
Mine was
Clint
something
Eastwood.
cool. It's gotta be young. It's gotta
Mine's
be,
prime. I want Brad Pitt. Fight Club Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
what Ty said.
Yeah, I'll fight him. And I, you know, win, lose or draw, that's somebody I'd like to fight. I'd fight that dude.
I think it was Donald Trump, maybe.
Oh, yours did say Donald Trump. You fight Donald, yeah. Okay, and then who would you fight? Christian?
Because I think prime Donald Trump still could be my ass, and I'm fat.
Kirsten Dunst in Dracula. When she was like 12.
What the fuck?
What in the fuck?
All right, yeah. Those
Mine's kind of a shocker, but I still stand by it today. Matt Hughes.
Really?
Yeah, like
From Butte,
why?
Montana.
No, UFC.
Matt Hughes,
UFC
yeah.
Matt Hughes.
Why?
Like
He's from
pre
Butte,
100s. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Huh?
fuck, maybe I'll get my
He's
chance
from,
then.
he's from Montana.
I didn't
Matt
know that
Hughes.
either.
Yeah, he is.
Because that guy
He's a Butte
talks
boy.
so much shit. Like
Fight that motherfucker,
he
dog.
he made like the pre 100 UFCs and like UFC 100, 101, 102, like that era of
Yeah,
UFC.
Not a terribly hard time to get into.
He was just so arrogant and pompous and talked so much shit all the time that I really didn't enjoy watching. You know, it's become more of a
That's
shit show
legit,
now.
dude.
But
You picked a celebrity fighter.
oh yeah, and like the way he did George St. Pierre, man, I love George St. Pierre. That guy's got so much
That's
heart.
my favorite fighter,
Dude, look back at some of those
I
old
love
ones and look
Forrest
how Matt
Griffin,
Hughes
but
did
he's
him.
not my favorite.
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite
Forrest
fighter.
Griffin was
I
good
love
too.
Forrest Griffin.
That guy got his head split open real easy though. He was
I-
always like all welted up.
Mhm.
I legitimately believe that
Fuck, he's
nobody,
tough,
even
though.
in this market, could beat up GSP.
No.
To this day.
Well, I don't know. He's old now.
I don't know. I mean, they're still asking for a GSP Khabib fight, dude.
That's true.
I mean, so he's not out
Van
of this
City
fucking-
Reynolds. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
going down.
He found
Oh
his.
shit! Is
He found his. That's his actual account too, because I follow it.
Okay, dude.
Oh shit, that's messed up.
Unger says he likes Incubus.
Fuck, if
Good
you
choice,
can't take
dude.
him, I will, buddy. It's all right. I'm the fat white John Jones, so.
He
let's
says
go.
Alice Cooper. No way.
Yeah, Alice Cooper's
Tool
awesome.
Creed, Nickelback. I love Nickelback.
Be my Frankenstein.
Ooh, I only know that song
Dude,
because
like,
of.
what counts as rock though? I don't know. I don't really. I
Christian's
don't.
still tripping on that.
Cause
He's
no,
like, what
cause
is
I don't
rock?
really, I don't
In
really,
the early
I don't
2000s.
really listen to like that shit, dude.
Yeah,
you
'cause I
know
guess-
me, cause I listen to like that old '80s fucking punk rock, fucking thrash metal shit, like,
See, that's punk era, 80s.
and like '70s,
Yeah.
earlier
Cobra
before
Man, I
it was
think, is
even as
rock,
fast
isn't
as
it?
that. Like that's my
I
favorite
don't even
shit.
know that.
Cobra
And like to
Man.
me, that's
Heat
like
Waves,
kind
Cobra
of
Man.
rock, like
I
Dead
don't know what that
Boys,
is. Man,
fucking
that's
like
good, too.
I don't know. Like, that's
So,
what.
I would think like rock's like something.
It's called Heat Waves.
What's the
Shout out
band?
to Rigo.
Lappy showed it to me the other day.
Definitely not pop.
Not,
If you're
not,
hitting
it's
around
it's not
K99, that's
Opeth.
not
It's
fucking
this,
rock,
it's this
dude.
other band who sounds like it's like fucking vampire rock. Like it's
Oh shit.
I don't know from the 90s.
I think that's called Dan Wilders.
No,
You're
Fucking
You're
with
down
you.
on
I don't even know what that is. But I know it's not that.
Dangerous hobbies.
No, we already went over hobbies.
Dangerous ones.
The ones that I do, or just in general.
Yeah, what's your most dangerous one?
My most dangerous one, dude. I would say skiing actually.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, ski.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a boarder.
I don't
Yeah,
like going
if
out
I
there,
go-
dude. I just
If I go winter
not
sport to
that
sport,
it's not
you get-
fun, right? Like for hitting a mountain or a slope or anything,
There's
dude.
still a little
I just think
bit
the
of
day
pass
afterwards
this
is not
around.
worth it for me.
Levi,
I'm getting there.
I'll pass
Yeah.
it around.
You
the
know,
fast.
Yeah, you're a little slower.
It just wasn't fun enough for me, dude. I was like, fuck all this, dude. What do we need?
You're topping off, ain't it?
I
He's
think
telling me
it's
that. He's telling me that for you.
Well, I was gonna say if you
Oh,
want,
okay.
like, if you
Oh,
want
if you-
to put it down.
Well,
Oh,
whatever.
well, fuck it.
Yeah, it's fine.
AC/DC Kiss.
Kiss fucking
yeah.
rips. I love Kiss.
fucking
Yo,
rips.
Kiss fucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Skinner. That's rock.
Yeah.
Did you know that we listen to classic rap?
In 80s.
What's that?
Did you know that we listen to classic rap?
Yeah, we do. That's weird thinking that there
Weird
is
thinking
classic
that.
rap.
There's classic rap.
That's a real thing.
I used to say, like, when I was younger, I'd be like,
How is
What's
it
classical?
though?
What
Because
defines
classic
80s
rap?
music was
30
classic
years?
rock.
20
when
and
we grew up.
30-year-old rap. Yeah.
30s?
20 and 30-year-old rap, yeah.
I mean, classical
Dude,
rock
like,
is 70s. They would say that.
70s, 80s even.
Oh, dude,
70s
look
and
at
80s.
Jeff's comment. Me and Ryan Reynolds with
Where's
Tool
Mayor
playing in the
Copeland?
background.
Now
That'd be some shit right
Fuck
there.
That's epic,
I would
dude.
pay.
Some prison sex in the background. What the fuck? Okay, so I just want to touch on something that's affecting our direct communities today. Jeff, shout out to you for listening to the whole show. I want to shout you out. I already made my decision before we started this bitch to shout you out, man, for the efforts that you're trying to put in for the community, for offering your house up for anybody that might be misplaced or mishoused out of the flooding that's happening right now in Yellowstone National Park, and including Glacier. Glacier's now flooding as well, and they're having their own evacuations. Yellowstone, if you guys don't know, I'm sure you do in Montana, but for those who don't know, who are watching outside of Montana.
Maybe the people in the UK. We used to have UK people.
We have
If you're
UK
here,
people,
hello.
and we have Barcelona people, and where the fuck were we just talking? Belfast. Shout out to you guys too. We're super bad flooding. Like, we're having the worst flood in 1,000-year history, recorded history that we know, and people are being moved out of their house. Our beautiful national park is just being ripped apart from the riverside. And I just want to say, for those that are being affected, our hearts are going out to y'all.
Shout out to
Jeff for offering your house, bro.
yes,
yeah,
sir.
that's awesome, dude.
And anybody else that's helping in Red Lodge, like Connor and
Especially
Cedric
Red
and
Lodge,
shit.
man. That's a whole community. It's fucked.
Shout out to them boys.
That bridge going was nuts. That video was fucking crazy, you guys.
That was crazy, yeah.
That's 14 feet.
And then
of
that
water
house-
that fucking elevated.
Yeah, and I watched that house and that fucking garage go on that day too.
Yeah.
Those were all wild.
That was actually a state employees' housing that we got shipped off the water.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so the people that were working in the national park, that was where they were living, and their fucking home's gone.
That sucks.
I mean, they don't really have a job now. Fuck, well, you can't tour, you can't even get out.
Yeah.
People are being flown out now.
Yeah, they were, and then there's those few crazy assholes just riding their kayak.
That's what I
You know
love
what I
about,
mean?
dude.
They're
I love
like, I
people
don't give a
that, though.
fuck.
People were bitching in the comments, oh, yo, you're so fucking stupid, dude. Let that dude live his fucking life,
Right,
dude.
yeah.
If that's if that's his moment, fucking, if he
Yeah, if that's
dies
what he
there,
waited for,
if he
dude,
died there,
you know?
do not cry a tear, because that dude wanted that life, dude.
And he
Yeah.
signed up for it.
That's
like-
exactly what he went in there for. I might die today, but I'm gonna fucking ride this river today, dude. And if I live, that's my high right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't give people's judgmental bullshit, dude. It's so goofy.
It's like the people that don't like
Comments
people
are
that
so goofy. You know, when
surf
he said
in
he was
Missouri.
running and he said people are so fucking mean and weird. That's the
The
shit he's
people
talking
that-
about.
Yeah.
Don't like motherfuckers
Like,
that surf
honestly,
in Missoula?
We
All
all
the
have
time.
opinions, dude,
Why?
and we're all gonna
Because
voice them.
And it's okay to disagree.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. But when you
You can disagree and still be friends.
Yeah,
you
100%.
can do that without actually attacking someone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference, man.
5
I have an opinion
families.
I can voice my opinion that
Jeff said
completely
something
disagrees with this man next to me, but I'm not gonna insult him.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been friends for a long time. And
Fuck yeah, dude.
even back, like you mentioned earlier, like you used to be hardcore Democrat.
Yep.
And I was like probably hardcore Republican at that time.
Yeah.
We probably couldn't have been in more opposite ends of the spectrum.
That
but
is so.
still had like
factual.
mad respect for each
Fuck
other.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for change there has to be common ground.
for sure.
Absolutely. And if we're getting this now, and no offense, dude, because I won't talk about it because you are a political runner, but like for the current atmosphere that's going on with either side, dude, I think we're just now seeing that we're so sick of each other that we are seeing this common ground.
Right.
Isn't it
Yeah.
cool? Because people are just like, it's been so elevated and so escalated that we're just sick of it. Everybody is just sick of it. That I think it's almost working that we're like, fuck it, we'll just come together and try to meet somewhere in the middle.
Right.
We're seeing it, dude. I hope that the abortion shit really fucking cools down because that's splitting some major minds, dude.
Yeah, it's
Some
a
important minds. Are
it's a
being
distraction.
split.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a very now out of never the Roe v. Wade is
Yeah,
gonna
just-
fucking come into fucking
Just
play.
out of the blue.
Right, it makes
like,
no sense.
during an election year,
Yeah.
when people are already emotional.
Campaign year, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody that's going to get elected is going to appoint any Supreme Court justices, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
No, dude.
It doesn't matter.
No one understands it, dude.
Yeah.
But they're getting so...
But all the Democrats
All
are going
the
to run
true
on.
colors get riled out,
We're
yeah.
protecting Roe v. Wade, and all the Republicans want to take your
fucking
rights.
Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, and like nobody's even going to have an effect on it.
Right,
But-
but let's just rewind 20 years ago. Was that even a fucking real conversation?
I don't know.
People were living pretty good lives 20 years ago in 2001, 2002. That maybe I mean,
Yeah.
even post-attack, you know what I mean, life was still pretty fucking dope. I mean,
Yeah, just your planes said
racial-wise, fucking gender-neutral-wise, all this weird fucking shit, dude, has gotten so weird, man. Like, because there's so many weird opinions that are being shifted everywhere, dude. Like,
It's access
the
to
internet,
information.
the internet is so vicious, dude, because
Yeah.
there's so many voices being voiced at the same fucking time.
People can just make a new email and just be whoever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's
So
no
everyone's so tough.
accountability. If you don't have
Exactly.
accountability for the voices that your opinion, to the opinions that you've opinionated publicly, then you have no blowback, and it just stirs some wicked shit.
Yeah.
We watched it with no
Oh, I
offense
blow
to
back, alright.
anybody that followed Q. No offense to that, but that's what we watched with that. You know what I mean? We had no face, and we just
One
had a
love, Jeff.
posture, and I mean, there's people that wanted it back, and there's people that wanted to hate it, but ultimately, all it did was fucking divide because we didn't have a face of accountability. We didn't know no truth behind it, but people backed it because they wanted to believe in something.
Yeah, they back the ideology.
Yeah,
They had
which
to
is
pick
kinda
something
dangerous.
and they
so
picked what their
dangerous.
dad went
It's so
for.
dangerous,
Yeah.
dude. Because at least Hitler was the face. You know what I mean? These are my ideologies. And we had a face to blame. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had a source to blame.
Exactly.
And then when you have somebody like Q who disguises themselves or anonymous, I mean, we can do both spectrum now because then you have Q and anonymous.
Right.
Anonymous works blue, Q works fucking red, and they do the same shit, right? But we don't have. We're listening there's just communal or societal fucking opinion that these guys are awesome people or awesome fucking organizations, but they're leading us into this fucking divisive war, dude, that nobody even currently sees, dude.
Right.
Okay.
It's so wild.
And that's the thing, is it's almost built to work that
That's
way.
how the media works.
Yes.
That is the media.
Absolutely, 100%.
We don't have no one to blame, but they have all
Because
these opinions.
Right. Yeah.
You give all this shit, and you want to take over a place, make them fight themselves so you don't have to do shit.
Right. Well, that's what Russia said. He's
Like-
we don't have to do nothing to America. Look at America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
We can just point and laugh.
But look at Russia now,
Dude.
too.
I know, right?
Alright, you know what's fucked
We
up?
look awesome compared to
It's
Russia
fucked up,
right
but
now.
it was kind of funny. I saw this fucking video the other day, yesterday, and this dude's sitting there talking, and it's a bunch of fucking Biden quotes. It's well, Putin did this, Putin's doing, or not Putin, Biden's doing this, Biden's doing that,
Yeah.
and then the guy's Dear Mr. Putin, being the new ruler of the United States, I just like to say that I'm thankful for being a part of your thing that
Master
you're doing,
plan.
your master plan. I guess you're fucking dad now. You're calling the shots.
No, Russia's in their own
how is
shambles.
it his fault if this?
We
because
used to view.
it
You know what's
doesn't
cool
make
about
any
what we
sense.
just witnessed with Russia? Is that Russia used to be viewed as America's almost equal, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second world superpower.
We seen
they
them
could-
as a super threat.
Right.
Will we expose what Ukraine and the world scene?
Motherfuckers can't fight their way
They
out of a wet
cannot
paper bag.
fight.
Yeah.
They can't fight. They're not organized. They couldn't take Ukraine. They still can't take Ukraine, which is fucking insane. We're funneling. I mean, no offense to people who hate Biden funneling money, but what he just did was just expose Russia. It was a fucking power move. We've never seen this before because we've never seen Russia move the way they did this time, and they moved and we're okay. Wait a minute. So this is, and they're asking for our help.
But what do you,
They're only asking for this much to funnel a war. Okay, here's a billion here. Here's a billion here. This is real politics, and people who don't understand real fucking global politics.
you're talking about America funding Ukraine.
Because
And calling Russia
and
an
it's a
asshole when
real-
Russia's been the
$1 billion
motherfuckers
is
backing
a
Ukraine
lot of
for
money.
a
Don't get me
long
wrong.
time.
$1
A
trillion
long time,
is
forever.
even
That's
a
their land.
phenomenal amount of money. So when you're talking about when people are getting mad about us funneling, because we are helping another country while we're in our own fucked up mess, right? But what we just did globally is flex. Nobody understands the amount of flex that we just did with Ukraine. We had Europe, the entire Europe Union, and we're talking countries like Switzerland, who's never joined the European Union,
Nope.
talking about joining
They're
NATO.
actually
Yeah.
independent.
The whole world just said, "Hey, man, I'm ready to join you because this pussy little country over here, Russia, just showed that they're ready to fuck around, and they couldn't take this country, so we want to back the country who can. So they chose sides for the first time forever. Switzerland chose a side immediately.
Yeah,
before
fuckers sat out of World War II.
Right.
They've sat out of both world wars.
Yeah.
Admittedly, say we're not getting involved with you guys. They did
Well,
this
that's where a
before
lot of money
because
is.
no, this is how fragile the world is. So with the shit that's going on with this is why I should be in politics. So what China doing, what they're doing with the Taiwan and shit, and what Russia did with Ukraine, it put the world on the edge of war, real war, and it's still very real. Like this is real today. When the power shifted though for America, was when Ukraine wasn't taken within the first week, and we seen it like we're like holy shit, we're winning it. Like any American right now should feel pride because when we take countries, we take them. Shock and awe was real.
Yeah.
When we fucking went in, we went in for real, and we fucked them up. And we said, now when we dared Russia and China, back these motherfuckers right now. If you want some of it, come get it. That's American politics. So when Russia said fuck Ukraine, we were expecting Iraq.
Vladimir Putin.
We were expecting Iraq. Fucking hit them and hit them hard because they said it admittedly. We're going in. You know what I mean? They called it military access, but we all knew it was war. So when they moved in and failed their mission within immediately, people look at Iraq and Afghanistan as failures because we didn't.
Because they took.
They
20
didn't
years.
establish American livelihoods.
Right.
But what we did, we took what we wanted and we left. Ukraine can't do that now. Russia can't do that. Ukraine, because the whole world just said, we won't do it. All America said is that if you move, we will move on you. That flexed. The whole world changed after that, you guys. It's so weird. That's where I love. If I'm gonna say anything that Biden did, like everyone's like fuck Biden. I hate Biden right now for money wise, but politically he just showed a country that's been fucking stupid for the last fucking 20 years with Putin running amok. He's like, I don't give a fuck what you do, homie. I guarantee you won't. I guarantee you won't. That's what happened. I love world politics, and I love politics for that reason, because it's beautiful.
See, goddamn it. See, and I've dived deep into this shit, and it's fucked up because they paint Russia as the worst motherfuckers when they're like looking into shit.
He's a protector. He believes what he believes.
Going into Ukraine to find shit that these motherfuckers are doing under the fucking rug to fucking be like, hey, these
There's a lot of
motherfuckers are
dirty shit
doing a
behind
lot
it
of
too.
dirty
That-
fucking shit.
Those are the clean politics
and we need
that
to
we know
fucking
of.
Right.
and
That's
it's
what-
fucked up. But
that's what's
nobody
approved.
ever
Right,
talks
exactly.
about
I give
how
you the
Russia
clean
has
version of politics
funded
of why what we're
Ukraine
doing.
for
and how
years
it
and
happened.
years and has given them
But you're right.
food rations, given them every
In Russia's
fucking
eyes,
thing.
dude,
But yet,
if you look
Russia's
at Russia's
painted as
eyes,
the
Putin
assholes.
is actually
That's
really
fucked up.
liked. Like, and it's not like like oh he's a communist. Like I'm forced to like him. He's like he's kind of like that guy that's liked.
Holy shit, Unger.
Takes Vladimir Putin.
Oh my god.
Takes Joe Biden.
But you know, those are the realities of our global politics, and people don't like to look at it like that though. You know, because they want to think minuscule. When you have to think politics, you have to think from a microscopic all the way out to a zoomed out level, because politics are fucking insane.
yeah,
dude.
it is.
Insane.
It's very much past my husband's bedtime.
Sorry.
Thanks, baby.
All right, so just we're gonna throw an agree up that "Shake It" by Metro Station's a banger.
20 past 4.
Exit
20
man.
past 4.
Yeah. Well,
Go ahead.
all right. Shout out to 20 past 4, your one-stop glass head shop and disposable vape shop. Stop down and see us. 7th Street South. The one on the west side.
Is that what you want to end on? You want to end on anything,
Yep. Shout outs.
Josh?
It's actually the end. You said you had.
Let's
So, yeah, your wife's she's ending this, so I want to be sure that you end on no offense, Pam, but I want you to end
I
on
just
your
wanted to
terms.
throw a shout out there.
I wanted
You
to do the stock it GoFundMe one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
thank you.
I used to live out there actually. I lived in San Cooley for a long time. I know a lot of the people that live out there. The American Bar was such my second home for a long time that's
a fun place.
where I had my going away party when I got out of the Air Force. I drug
Nice, dude.
I drug half the Air Force base out to Stockton,
In the
Montana,
middle of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere for my going away party.
Sick.
Yeah, so that place is always in my heart. I love it out there when I go back road hunt.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Drive around. That's where I go.
Isn't it closed now?
Yeah, the bar's closed now. Unfortunately, it's
Unfortunately. yeah.
changing
It's
owners
recent.
again. So
So what Josh is referring to when he says the stock thing is that there's a GoFundMe that's being done by the The Butcher family. The Butcher family. It's a GoFundMe for the Stockett Park. The kids out there have literally no fucking park out there. We all know that if there's a place that you can remember in your childhood memories that where you ran around as a kid, well, they need that memory too. So, if you can find it in your wallet or if you have an extra dollar floating around, go check out the GoFundMe on there. And it's done by the Butcher family for the Stockett Park for kids.
And help out Stockett.
Absolutely.
Let's
Be
get
sure
them
to
a
check
park.
that shit
Fuck
out,
yeah.
man. The kids need a place to go. Josh, I can't thank you enough.
Yeah,
For
man,
when-
thank you. I
We
appreciate
kept
it.
you
That
out
was
for a while,
awesome.
but we appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it was
Thank you.
awesome.
It's
I know
good.
that we
Good
bounced
talk.
around a lot, dude, but
We did.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to,
Right.
especially with a really good guest, dude.
Thank you. I
This-
appreciate that.
Dude, this one, I liked it.
There's
It's
times
Christian
when I
Hates
just
podcast.
really enjoy it, and when
This
you
is
look
really
back at this
fucking good.
episode, you'd be like, dude, it wasn't that off topic either.
I
So
vote-
like,
I can't wait to see it put together. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really happy
I was
that
saying
you came
Christian
on,
Hates
man.
podcast, and he said it was good. So
Nice. Good. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
I'm really happy
When
you
he
came
says
on.
that, they're good
All the
episodes.
information that you gave us was very valuable. I hope our fucking audience enjoys it, and
Yeah.
I want you on again, dude.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I vote part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2, Josh.
All right,
And
part 2 coming up.
We don't ask
One,
for it
two,
usually,
we got
so
two
we're
votes
asking.
Thank
out
you.
of
Okay.
three.
We're asking you.
I'm down,
Yeah.
dude. Let's do it. I
Yeah,
appreciate
all right.
it.
This was a fucking
and
phenomenal
maybe
experience for
then
me.
we'll
Yeah.
have an announcement.
Yeah,
Stick
that'd
it.
be sick.
But now we're gonna get a thumbnail. Everybody say hi.
What?
You just
Oh.
look at the camera and do like a,
I
do
messed
like a
it up.
smile.
Dumbest
Alright.
guest ever.
And
That
we
way-
are the Weekly Bust.
Cheers.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Ooh.